so I could hear kitchen noise.
Alt?
No. DJ wanted to pick up Courtney's shift, and that's what he called for, and I'm like, well, then just pick it up and I'll approve it. Oh, okay, cool. So you're gonna approve it? Man, I'll approve it in a second. God, you just asked. I'm literally holding the thing that I would need to approve it.
Alright, so, perfect. Alright, we're live. So, a little bit background info for your characters. Obviously, I'll know y'all's backgrounds pretty close. But, Kuhn, you have, which by the way, Dylan, I'm going to start calling you by your character name so that it's easier for the keeping track of who's in initiative and stuff like that. So, So, Kuhn, you are the executive head for the acquisitions department in Solar Synth, a completely evil corporation that focuses on energy production. Because of this, you often have to resort to underhanded tactics in order to make sure that whatever you're acquiring, acquisitioning, gets done properly and without any bad press or anyone finding out. This means that you end up using mercenaries, street samurai, and you have contacted Nico, which is Jason's character, multiple times to set up a team or a group of mercenaries to make sure that happens, or for information. So that is how you two know each other. Nico, you know Tang, Random's character, because you often refer the different solos and mercenaries to him after a job for a little small cut on the side when they need their gear repaired, things like that. He's the guy you know when someone needs something fixed, as far as weapons specifically. And that is how you two know each other. And then, of course, we have the NPC, Adam, because you're an executive Kuhn. You have a bodyguard, and so that's what he looks like. He's got his nice suit and everything. He just kind of like follows you around. Doesn't really have much of a personality, but you know, the little people never do. And we're going to start with Kuhn. You are in a large, ridiculously oversized corporate office. There is a sleek black desk with multiple screens pulled up, a big window in the back showing a cityscape with flying cars in the background, and the company logo on the building across the street of Solar Synth. Sitting behind that desk is your boss. We're going to call him David because I didn't come up with a name for him. I forgot. And he just called you in.
Heard.
He's going to tell you, I'm so used to describing than being in character. It's been a minute. Kuhn, we have an issue, and I need acquisitions to get on it quickly. It is time sensitive.
Boy.
This man said, oi. We have a nomad clan that does some of our more down low smuggling operations and moving of our R&D equipment. Well, it got hit just yesterday, actually, which is why this is time sensitive. We probably have maybe today, maybe tomorrow before we lose on the product. He will slide forward to the end of his desk a data stick. He'll say, don't use that here, and destroy it after you're done. But to bring it down to the basic brass and tacks, these energy receptacles are new, straight from the scientists that we've been able to take hold of, and we need to make sure that no one else gets the blueprints on it, no one else gets ahead of us on this. It's going to mean a lot of money for our company if we can push this out. There should be the specs for the product. There should be information on the Nomad Clan and whatever else you need to know to make sure this happens. I also want you to find out which rival company of ours made this hit. You're going to need a techie. Someone who can go ahead and either destroy the product so it doesn't end up in their hands, recover what makes it special, which obviously make sure you give them an extra cut if they do that, or just completely destroy it, bring it back, or bring back what's important, and find out who the rival is. You're going to want to stick with whoever the techie is, by the way, because you're going to want to use them a lot. We're going to have many future jobs and acquisitions for this person.
Okay.
Let me see. Alright, well, I'll leave you to it. I know you've done this well before, so you're going to do so again. Do not disappoint. And then he'll wave you away. And so this is in your hands now to try and set up the mission.
Is Tang a techie?
Yes, but you don't know Tang. You know Nico. Oh, let me describe a little more of the setting for you as well. This will help since you're a bit newer to the setting and all that. Nico's a fixer. His whole thing is that he finds people that are good at what they do, that are needed for a job, and he brings them in. Mercenaries, things like that. You've used Nico before to do this, so you would call him to make sure this happens and to bring basically Tang in to the game.
Gotcha.
The setting for Cyberpunk is pretty obvious. It is a dystopian world where corporations more or less rule things. There is a government, like there are police, things like that, but they're kind of bare bones. They don't really have the power. And it's a huge divide between the haves and the have-nots. The majority of the people are the have-nots who live in the slums and work to survive. You are the have. You have everything that you need as long as you sell your soul to the company you work for. If that helps describe things.
Alright, so I'm gonna call it Nico.
Alright, what do you say?
We're gonna, we need the techie, we need the info. Put the feelers out.
Alright, and Nico, you of course you know Tang already, and you also know of a good spot that you use often to arrange these kinds of meetings, what they call a run. And I assume you go ahead and you figure that one out.
Yep. So I'm assuming I just got the message from Kuhn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll pop up on my optical feed, and I'll go ahead and reply with the message using my vocal acquisition to do text to talk, and tell him that I'll put out the mission to my guy now. And so I'll go ahead and contact Tang. Let him know I got a job for him if he's up for it.
All right. I'm just going to assume that Tang, you accept that job for the sake of playing the game.
Well, he'd be like, no.
Like, you know what? Nah, I'm good.
See, the way I'm looking at it, I think I'm pretty well off right now. I don't really need another job.
This is nice city. No one's well off.
No, yeah, I'll
Just laying
respond
in
with,
a hammock.
just let me know where I need to be, and we'll see what needs to be put together.
All right, and so Nico, I assume you're going to send him the deets of the location. You've both been there before to meet up. Tang, you haven't really been on many actual runs you're kind of the background guy that instead fixes the guns for the guys that do that. But so he'll go ahead and we'll say that you can all meet up, probably through public transportation, except for Kuhn. I'm sure you just go ahead and get a company car to drive you with the chauffeur. And y'all are
Once around the park, Clemens.
So y'all meet up at a club. Let me see here. Shipment, Jason. Right, so y'all meet at a club, and there's a secure meeting booth that's been arranged for you to use. Oops, let me move that. Just go back to this. Pretty much, it's got a long table in the center, 2 long benches on the sides, and a widescreen TV at the end with a couple of input slots.
Okay.
You have been, by the way, authorized. You see a message come up that you've been authorized to use a medium payload for services that will be required for this mission.
What is a medium payload?
We'll say like several thousand eddies.
Okay.
Ooh, boy.
So you've got like I'm gonna go with like 4,000 eddies to spend on this mission.
Gotcha.
Which would usually mean like you're going to, because you're like the head of this, you would end up like paying Nico, Tang, yourself, like at 1K each, and then some eddies to spend on whatever kind of gear or equipment you might need.
Gotcha.
And so each of you kind of make your way into this meeting space. And from this point, let's go ahead and describe our characters, starting with Nico. As you're sitting there, you probably got there ahead of everyone. You probably got a little setup going. What do you look like? What's your character all about? What vibe do they get from you?
Nico is a Caucasian male from the mountains of Caucasus. He's got kind of like a longer kind of comb over. Slash kind of slick back, it's kind of diagonally backwards. He's got blue eyes, but you'll notice his left eye is like a blue LED light because he's got his optics in. And he's usually just smoking a cigarette. He's probably hanging out in a corner of the room where he doesn't have his back to like an exit. He's got his back to the wall, so he's monitoring the entire room as he's waiting for the people he's looking for.
What's he dressed in?
He's dressed in kind of like a like leather jacket with like plain clothes underneath. You might see some like old patches on the leather jacket that could or could not be from like nomad, like a nomad tribe. You wouldn't recognize it though, probably. And some like rundown kind of cargo jeans.
All right. Bright colors and stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. Angry colors.
Yeah, they're very like kind of loud, violent colors.
All right, and Tang, you probably would have come in after Nico. Go ahead and describe your character. How do you come in? What kind of vibe do you give off? Describe your character. Where do you pack it, by the way? I know Nico. They can see a heavy pistol on your hip, right?
Yep, correct. You can see a heavy pistol.
All right, Tang, up to you.
So, walking into the room, first thing, walks in, adjusts the bomber jacket that he has kept in. Nothing really crazy. Looks around, makes sure nobody's outwardly aggressive as soon as he walks in. Notices his previous work partner. Tries to figure out why he got called onto a run, but you know, it's for a later debate. adjust his mirrored aviators, and
Are you Maverick from Top Gun?
maybe.
God, it's bothering me so much that I don't know who that is.
Don't worry about it.
Looks like
Do you want me to? Do you want me to tell you who it is?
Looks like a muscular, well-kept Joe Exotic.
Oh my god. No, don't tell me who it is. Tell me after the stream. I'll be curious after the stream.
But then it's he's wearing just black jeans, covered up mostly. You don't see much skin, but as far as facial features, most people will notice that he doesn't have any like cyberware scars or anything like that. No visible weapons. Kind of standoffish, not really approachable, but not really friendly. You know what I mean? Like,
Heard.
but yeah, just walks up and is like, so this is the spot, huh? Looking around, taking note of interesting features.
Yep, this is the spot. Just now we're waiting on the client. Can I get you anything to drink while we wait?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Nico will wave over the bar person and put up 2 fingers. And he knows that they'll probably know that as the usual. Bring the usual.
Yeah, you've done business in here in the past, and so they kind of know how you operate, what kind of drinks you like to offer, and it goes on the tab that you have pulled up, which in the past you use the little bits of money, because there's always a little money left over, in these kinds of things, to pay for the tabs. And so she'll come in with a bottle. It'll be like a mid-grade, like whiskey.
Hell yeah.
With about 5 glasses set out on the tray, and she just sets the tray down in the center of the table. And this is like, one of those, oh god, I see Jake's feet, because I messaged him directly, and that's the last thing he sent me. Ugh. It just caught me off guard. And she's dressed like super punk. She's got like a big old mohawk, and she looks at both of you. Sound is clear. Hell yeah. Hope the music's good too. And everything's good. She walks out. Now the big question is, good volume, maybe on the quiet side. Perfect. Kuhn, how long do you want to make them wait as you approach?
Well, I'm already out back. I've seen that they've come. I'm in that, company Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I send out, the bodyguard, clear the room first, In walks a shredded, like, Andy Samberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Very business-esque. Here, straight to business. Then he, does like that like Secret Service ear thing, ding ding, and then I walk in.
Okay, so as far as Nico and Tang go, first you see, because there's like a window going into the main, like looking out towards the main club, you see completely out of place among all the punks and the the bikers and the assholes, is a guy in the most clean cut suit, red tie, sunglasses, and he marches straight along, and you can see he is scanning every inch of the building as he walks directly towards your meeting space. He comes into the room, he looks at 2 of you, and he'll say, names.
I'll just respond with Nico Storm at your service as usual.
And he'll look over at Tang.
wrong sonotype.
Looks and he's kind of gives him the once over and just who's asking.
He doesn't answer. He will instead go over a radio, and you'll hear him say back over to Kuhn. You'll hear or see on your in your cyber vision. Nico's on premises with one unknown individual, possibly the tech. Clear.
Alright, I enter. You know, Mongolian street fighter, buffest, chuffest fat man you ever seen. You know, decked out in the business nines. I got the blue suit, mafia pinstripe with gaiters to match. Walk in, say nothing, give a head nod.
I'll look over at Tang and be like, look at this Chumba wannabe, bro. Barely fits through the door.
Oh, by the way, Dylan, funny thing about Cyberpunk, there's a lot of strange lingo that the game is made up.
Okay.
Choom being like a buddy, pal, friendo.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so you're all finally in the room. Kuhn, you went ahead and described your character. By the way, you do see a pistol like on a side holster on Adam. Kuhn, what are you running? What kind of weaponry can they see on you?
You can't see anything because I have the hidden holster. But you're just seeing me, 5-piece suit, rocking that Asian samurai mullet. They know I mean business. Oh, also
Asian samurai mullet.
You mean a little like top knot thing that like goes back?
Yeah, but then I have the party in the back where it's really long too, so it's got the double layer. But it's tech hair too, so it colors off of my anger.
It's got the RGB lights.
You've got the gamer style headdress. Heard.
Gamer style. Oh my god, I'm thinking like.
So I walk in right now and it's like a medium purple, like we're chill.
Yeah.
You know, setting the suit off, and then I just give a head nod to the bodyguard, and then we just start discussing the plan. You know who I am, but no one talks about it. If that makes sense.
So, not being extra dismissive of him as a whole, I look to the person that I know, and I just I say, I'm like, hey, is he the one that has the dummies that keep breaking their fucking weapons?
Yeah, that's the guy. Keeps us in business.
Hey, money lines my pockets, but why am I here instead of at my shop?
Guess we're about to find out.
Alright, so Kuhn, you have the data stick with just about all of the info on it pertaining to this mission.
Okay, we plug that. The bodyguard plugs it in.
Yep, right.
Things start throwing up on the screens, and we're like, this is what we have to get back. Being that DICE hasn't really given specifics, I'm just going to go with it. There's some crazy-ass wind turbines.
No,
and
I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. I said energy. They were energy retainers. That's what I said earlier.
Energy containers, wind turbines, Project Bluebeam. All right, this is the plan, guys.
So what actually shows up on the screen as he's just talking hot air
gibberish.
Yeah. Let me see here. So there will be various, and this will be interesting to you, Tang, various schematics as well as some detailed notes on the side of these energy retainers. These like large rectangular contraptions. It looks like they are some sort of like energy battery of sorts for this. The company is known as Solar Synth, and their whole motto is that they create power like the sun, and solar synthetic. Um, and this is a new contraption for holding massive amounts of energy for various things. Usually for, it looks like it's designed for large machinery or like, you know, very big like buildings, things like that. Not for anything minor or small. And I would like you to, well, we'll make a check on it later, actually. You'll then see various information will pop up. This might be interesting to both Nico and Kuhn. Information about the Nomad tribe. Now, Kuhn, by the way, Nomad tribes are basically nomadic caravans, and these are the guys that repair different vehicles throughout the... Because outside of cities, it's basically desolate wasteland where the climate has just fucked up the world. Or due to corporate wars. And they kind of live through that wasteland transporting product and are avid smugglers for corporations like yours. And this specific Nomad clan was the one that you've been using. And so there are specs there. There are different... it talks about the leadership, the jobs, a couple of the jobs you've run in the past, as well as the route that your transport was supposed to take, a marker on where it was rated, and on a map, right? On a map of the city. And then a second marker, which you'll see is where they had a tracking device on the energy retainers, where it was last marked before it, assuming, like, got destroyed. Let me see here. And that's going to be the what's basically on the data stick, and before, like, a small checklist where it'll say 1, destroy, procure, or take what's most important of the energy retainers, so that they cannot be used by any rival company. 2, identify the rival corporation who initiated the hit, and let me see here.
3, profit.
Yeah, 3 would be, once you find out who did it, make a show of force. And then that's all that's on the data stick.
So basically, somebody stole a big battery from you, and now we gotta figure out where the fuck it goes. Heard.
Wait, what? Yeah.
For lack of more words.
Sorry, you're funny enough, Kuhn, or Dylan, you're kind of in a role where you would be the one telling them all what your job is supposed to be, what you want done, and then that data stick is supposed to kind of help. But we'll get to that more as you play more and figure it out, that kind of thing, get into the role of things. Because these guys all work for you now, basically. Right. By the way, you have not told them what you're paying them.
Well, we're gonna get in, we're gonna get out, we're gonna find out who did it.
What is this, a bad 60s movie?
Well, you determine that outcome, don't you there, kid? The pay, you said I had medium, right?
Right, so I think it was like 4,000 credits. Which
4,000?
You get to determine, because it's, think about it like, you know, at your restaurant, right? Like, you want to spend as little as necessary to get the job done. You don't have to give them the whole shebang. It depends on what they're going to take.
Right.
Which is part of where Nico comes in, because he's a fixer. He's all about negotiating that kind of shit.
Indeed.
Said you're on Indeed. I thought that. I thought that site
I'd
got
say
shut down.
go over budget constraints of 1,500. What'd you say, eddies?
Yeah, credits, eddies, Euro
1,500
bucks.
simoleons.
Not that.
Schmeckles.
1,500 rupees to start, and tips on finish.
Well, I expect my usual finder's fee for, getting your talent.
He
course.
called me talented.
Pay him less. All right, so
y'all accept the mission?
I just put the talent where it needs to be. It's up to the talent at this point.
He still called me talented.
all right.
Well, I'm assuming Tank, since he's not saying anything, accepts the mission.
He's been saying something.
I was saying stuff the whole time.
You literally said he called me talented?
Yeah, again, yes.
Okay. I just assumed that was out of character.
No.
I will assume my bodyguard to follow through Tang on the mission as an oversight, like shadow in the back.
Yeah, though you know that your boss wanted you... Oh, I guess I forgot to mention this bit. I'm sorry. So your boss also wanted you specifically to oversee this mission, to be a part of it, and to get a visual confirmation that this product is not going to be in the hands of any rival corps. He wants to make sure that this mission goes off well, which is why he sent you specifically, because he trusts you.
Yeah, that's... So, my theory on this approach is we make Tang feel alone. He goes by himself, he's doing his thing, he's trying to acquire what he's got, but he doesn't have. We got Adam there watching him, and then I'm watching the whole scenario.
So you want to be the guy in the van?
Yes.
Alright. We're going to have to get you a van. Alright, and so random...
Can it be my businessman Rolls Royce? It's a company car.
Yeah, but that sticks out like a sore thumb.
You have to acquisition yourself some surveillance equipment. So
okay, that's fine.
Maybe you'll use the rest of the budget money for your own stuff. God, that's fucked. Anyway, so that's the setting. So Tang, you have all the schematics and the specs for this thing, and you got to remember it's either retrieve the whole damn thing, which you're looking at the weight of it and the size of this thing. You don't think it's going to be easy to move it. So your second option is destroy it. You've got the specs to know how to do that. And so for that, or remove what you can, to either both A, make it inert, and give enough data back that they can probably recreate it again easily, or more affordably. And so we're now going to go into the skill checks side of things. So I would like Tang... Let's move this here. To go ahead and try and make me a, what would this be? It's not weapons tech. Let's go with the basic tech skill. Which, because of your maker, you can get to add your +4 to it. So a 12 total. Okay, alright. You know what else I should pull up is probably how skill checks work in this game. Let me see here. So there's the combat
This is
quiz.
all learning curve. This is the first time for everybody, I think, right?
For the most part.
I'm
That's
not
okay,
just a
'cause I got those.
D&D whore.
Oh yeah, we're all D&D like fuckheads. This is like a whole new thing, man.
This is way different.
Did you just assume I was a fuckhead?
I mean, have you
Yes.
seen your character image? It's got a hole in everything.
It's called one. You don't implant shame here. Two, I got it because I like to headbutt people.
Heard. That makes sense. Alright, so let's see. Roles, 3 methods, skills, cyberpsychosis, revolving actions with skills. 128. Aha. Okay. Let's see here. Walking, running, get up. Alright, so this is going to be... You got a 14. Yeah, so this is a difficult thing to accomplish without training or natural talent. Thankfully... Yeah. Understood.
Understood.
Sorry, I was reading chat. Your chat. So yeah, you think that there's a couple different ways you can take care of this. One, you could blow it up.
You could shoot it.
Shooting it is actually going to be difficult. In order to, because of the casing and how it's made, built around large equipment and machinery, you
It's
think
strong.
most bullets are going to have a hard time penetrating its shell, which means it's going to take some time to deconstruct it enough to destroy it. So you're going to need either a grade A bomb, or what you could do with that tech,
I could paintball it.
you could paintball it. You could make, though you're going to have to custom make one, an EMP, to fry the technology inside of it. And you're going to have to custom make it in order to get past like the alloy and the casing around it. But it's going to be the easiest option. Or your third option, since you can't really move it, and if you want to destroy it, you're probably going to have to make that EMP. The third option is that the whole thing seems to run off of a
9-volt battery.
That's funny. It has its own operating system that seems unique to this. So without the operating system, the whole thing is kind of just a case. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You've determined that the operating system is what makes this energy retainer unique. Which means you might have to take a minute to take it apart, but that would be what you could do if you want that extra money.
So I relay with Nico. There's two options. We can go the easy way, or we can go the other easy way. The main reason why I say it's the easy way, and you're going to be confused why I said there's two. The first one, we can dismantle it, and we take out this chip. The chipset here goes for probably, I'd say like it's pocket size. We could just get in, take it apart, smuggle it out. Hopefully don't have to worry about anything crazy, and then we can deal with all the extra side work later. The second thing, the second easy way, we can destroy it, but it'll take some time, and I need some tools. So, since technically I'm the talent, called me the talent, remember? Since I'm the talent, we don't really have much in the way of muscle aside from the strong silent type here. I'd say
flips wrist.
I'd say we go with the first easy way. because the second easy way seems like it'd take a little bit more time, and I don't know how much time we have. And thinking that this is a giant Duracell battery, I'm not worried about it going any bigger than this, but it could get bigger than this. So let's put 2 and 2 together and see what equals 6. You know what I mean?
So what do you need from me? You need someone to smuggle the product?
Let's see. So
You could come up with like a list of items that you would need in order to create this bomb, but then you'd
Yeah.
also have to make a couple checks in order to actually make the damn thing. You know.
yeah, I know. We're gonna go with this instead. So looking at, like, this is out of game going or person to DM. I have this particular pistol, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at these things to grab in the ammunition styles.
Mm-hmm.
If you see where I'm leaning with here.
You want like the armor piercing weapons or the EMP ones? I think they're
The EMP, yeah, the EMP rounds. They're exotic though, so that's why I'm like, it's a
Nico could try and get a handle on
Is
someone.
this like a Hellboy pistol?
no. So my the thing is, my pistol is not a pistol. It's basically an airsoft gun.
Heard.
But no one knows this because it's like I have it just kind of concealed, and it's probably one of the best things that I could think of doing.
So
But
to give you a better idea of the size and everything of this, you know, on power lines, those big like coil things, those huge coil things.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like that, but encased in a big metallic box.
yeah.
Um,
I like. So I've got the idea of what we're trying to break into,
mhm.
and the thing that I put in my head was basically a giant Duracell battery inside of a dumpster.
Kinda, yeah. Maybe a little more form fitting, but yeah, kinda.
So
And it
we gotta
gets
get
regulated by that
With RGB.
by that computer chip.
yeah. So the oh shit button is for me to have the EMP ammunition to just fry the whole system. The main thing is getting the casing off and getting to the wiring so I can get the chip out. So like
Right. So you want a backup option because if you use the EMP, it's going to
Exactly.
fry the computer chip.
exactly.
The
That's
only
why I say it's
thing is that
backup.
you're going to have to modify the ammunition in order to be strong enough to get past the casing. If you just want to shoot the casing.
Or
But-
is that just you're running out of time, so you're just
I'm
gonna
running
fry
out
it?
of time. I'm gonna fry it. That like I'm already
Gotcha.
like we've gotten to the point where I am inside the
That
casing.
is your oh shit
That is-
button.
That's the oh shit. We have 4 minutes to get out of here before we get swarmed kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Like, so I'm looking at that and the EMP ammunition or whatever. So the EMP ammunition is a bit expensive. Now the only problem is I don't see a like in the book at least. I don't see the stipulations on it.
What, like how it's used and stuff?
Like, oh no. Never mind, I can't.
What is it not used for your...
It's grenades only. You can only EMP grenade shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, still, right? Like, you just augment the EMP grenade and we're in the same boat.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
That's no... You want to... you specifically want to shoot it.
Can
Yes.
we just change his gun to like a pocket crossbow?
That's a
'Cause
thing.
that
That
actually
That is a thing too.
But the EMP ammunition only works on grenades.
which you would
I
then
can-
strap to an arrow or a bolt.
Eh.
I mean,
There's
yeah, I
there's
guess.
aerodynamics and things that get involved there. I'm not dealing with that.
Which,
All
by
right.
the way, there is specifically like explosion, grenade, radius, and how it deals with like cover. There's a whole section on like explosions. It's awesome in this book.
All right. So with that,
What do you tell Nico basically? Like, what do you require?
so what I'll need in order to open that up, my tools can possibly get through the casing unless it's some kind of new alloy. I didn't see anything in the schematics there. The only problem that I'm running into is if the interface will work with a regular what would it be? Connected? Anyway, yeah. How much time do we have? I'm asking
90
this to the
96 hours.
96 hours. The very static number. 96 hours from now. Go ahead and plug that in.
By the way, Dylan, I just want to remind you that you can tell him whatever you want, but your boss told you a day or two.
All right.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 days. 72 hours, then. Fuck it.
Hey, this is due tomorrow. Oh, you mean next weekend? Okay.
But yeah, basically. But that's fine. Y'all only know what he tells you.
All right. With that, so since I have seen the schematics,
Yeah.
can I looking at the boss man with the job, can I make a copy of this?
No. Instantly
That-
copies.
That makes it a little difficult. Okay. Yeah, it's doable. We can figure it out. It's gonna be a lot of fly by the seat of our pants, though. Do we have anybody who's good with explosives on the just in case situation?
I can put some feelers out.
All right. Other than that, and
So, Nico, you on page 160 of the book, that's where they talk about like the operator, which is for your fixer thing.
I have it
So-
open right now.
Okay, yeah, at rank 4, you can always find a place to source up expensive items for your client piece by piece. Since this is an expensive item, I think that'll go with that. You can't set up night markets yet, though, unfortunately.
Am I rank 4?
Yeah, you start at rank 4 with your main class. You go to rank
Yeah.
1, though, if you multi-class. For
Okay.
your other rank, or other class.
yeah, so I'm at rank 4 maker tech or whatever the hell you want to look at it. Now, speaking of being at rank 4 with that,
I think that you can put Maker Tech 4 field expertise. God, I swear you should be able to put
Like-
points in your fabrication.
that's what I like. I'm looking at it and I'm like, at best, I could probably fabricate something, but even then, like, I don't know if that would be a like if I'd have to switch ranks.
So that's
or
the question.
however
Do you
that
want
works
field
out.
expertise or upgrade expertise? Because like your background kind of says that you fix things. So we could also say you upgrade things too, though.
Yeah, mine. The way that I was looking into it, I was going to be like, I'd be able to look at a schematic, figure out like the basic bullshit of it,
Mhm.
and then make it my own kind of thing.
I'd say that's like upgrade.
Yeah.
So why don't you
So,
go
like,
ahead and
it'd
give
be-
yourself like a point and upgrade for now, and then if we figure out it works differently, we'll just modify it.
Heard. All right. So, one and upgrade expertise. So with that, like just the list of things would probably be like a EMP grenade, probably like a fucking plasma torch or something to fucking get to the casing. And I'm just looking through the item list right now to see if there's anything crazy that I might need. Because this is not something I would normally think about, to be honest with you.
I thought it was an interesting situation or scenario.
Now, can I? All right. I forgot how to do this. God damn it. Dice, roll 20. How do you message someone directly?
Good question. Let's find out. Well, we're all in Discord, so I guess just message them directly through Discord.
Type.
Or, yeah,
I
just
figured-
type, like...
I figured it out.
You can attempt whatever you want. You have very detailed notes right in front of you of everything there. Let's see. You're gonna have to go a bit on memory, unless you
Yeah,
get one of those
'cause-
cyber eyes with like.
No. See, you're trying to get me there, and I see what you're doing, but I have this wonderful thing in my hand that I'm pretty sure that that
Okay.
roll lets me
That's a really good roll.
I'm pretty sure that'll let me do what I'm trying to do.
However, we're gonna have the others kind of combat that roll, I think.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Are you gonna try and like take a picture?
Uh-huh.
Okay. With your disposable agent?
Disposable cell phone, yes.
Okay. So you kind of like read it out to me, because there's like the table,
Alright.
there's the benches on the sides, the TV's at one end. I assume Kuhn is at the other end of the table, opposite by
Alright,
the main
so-
door.
So if we're looking at it like, for instance, it's like a little hollow display table. All right.
Yeah,
So
you wanna
or
kinda like
however
this.
we're looking at it.
And then the
Uh,
actual, let me draw here. The TV's like there, and the table is like here.
all right. So where is the stuff displayed on the table?
Exits behind me in the purple.
The TV's here. Yeah, the exit is behind Big Man.
So exit is here.
Yeah. We'll do
TV
red for
is-
exit.
Yeah. TV is over here, and that's where everything is displayed right now.
Yeah.
All right. So if I conceal from this angle, going here.
Like sitting on the table, like you're just looking at it, but you go.
Put your back.
Yeah,
to
like
the,
so.
Yeah.
So yeah, like my back's to the main guy, and I'm acting like I'm studying the thing, and I pull it out of my pocket, like my right pocket, to just quick snap a photo of the screen, and I'm like, yeah, can you like check out over here and do that? So I'm basically stealing corporation secrets.
Okay. All right.
Hell of a roll too.
Let me see here. And you
Like,
did
I don't-
that for.
I did that just to because no one knows what I have on me because of the way that I am currently dressed. That is kind of what goes on with that.
And where is this at? Where's your conceal reveal object? Okay. So that means that to combat that, they would need to use their perception,
Correct.
I imagine. Okay. So you're going to be kind of at a disadvantage, guys, except for Nico, because Nico's kind of on
Nico-
side with you. But Nico might not
Nico's
say anything.
adjacent.
Who knows?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, dude, I'm trying to do this to make this job as easy as possible, and I'm pretty sure he should see that.
All right. So in that case, I'm gonna roll for Adam, but Kuhn, if you could also roll in the top left with just click on perception. Oh, I rolled for Nico. Whoops. You can ignore that roll.
I rolled for myself.
All right.
In the top left. Do
Top
what?
left of your character sheet, there's a perception. You just click perception, and it'll roll for you to see what you roll on your perception.
Some of their awareness skills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So looks like
Did I do it?
You did.
yeah, you did it right. That's good. So I
You
don't know
rolled
how these rolls work.
amazingly.
Yeah, I don't know how these rolls work because it's not D&D
Oh,
based. So
you maxed it. You crit on the skill. So when you crit on the skill, something happens, and that's what made it so much higher. And I
who, me?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
basically
it's
rolled
great.
a fucking nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because this is mostly like a D10 system. So yeah, you're able to kind of like, you put your arms together a little bit, but in one of your hands cradled on your right side is your cell phone, which you then snap a picture. But first, you make sure to turn the flash off. And then,
Of course.
and then you snap the picture, and you've got it zoomed in pretty well, so you think you've got what you need before putting your phone away real quick.
All right. So yeah, with that, I just look around and I'm like, yeah, all right. So yeah, it's doable. If we got 2 days, it'll take me like a good 12 to 13 hours to come up with something real quick, and then we just need some muscle. So if you want to look for somebody, Nico, we can get this rolling in the next by the next night.
Yeah, I can put out some a message out to some friends down the street.
Now
we
remember,
can
the
get
other
some
part to
iron.
this is that y'all don't know where the fuck this is. Y'all only have A, where the caravan was hit, and B, where the tracker was last spotted before destroyed. Assumingly destroyed.
Assumingly destroyed. Heard.
Assumingly. Yeah, whatever. It's a
Well-
shut up.
Can we say that Adam went on a surveillance mission and we have a location?
No.
We have to actually go on the surveillance mission. Well, not really actually, but we gotta at least
Okay.
play it out a little bit.
Okay, I don't know. I was
Um,
just making idea of what we were doing.
So this
Yeah.
this kind of runs into both of your classes. So what Nico can do, because he has contacts with some local gangs and things like that, he could probably put out his feelers, talk to a couple of people. But Kuhn, what you can do in the meantime, since you know this is going to take several hours, you can probably try and use your business skills, which is so funny to me.
But,
So hilarious.
all right,
You
you guys run that down. I'm running my car real quick.
All right. You can use like your business and
Right.
maybe criminology to try and figure out who of your rivals might be best suited or who has worked in this area before. Which would mean like going to your corporation, talking with some people, that kind of stuff. Basically getting some data. We'll start with Nico because I assume Nico kind of has a better understanding of some of the skills and stuff. Your character roll abilities 142. Sorry, I gotta keep coming back to that
Oh, you're good.
while we get it under control. But where is it? Fixer. Yeah, I think the fucking... There we go. So, your contacts, you have a city gang honcho, a politician, an executive, which imagine Kuhn's the executive,
Yeah.
and a well-known person in the neighborhood. You're good at haggling and greasing. I should have pulled up a map of Night City. But we'll say this area is within your your region.
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, exactly. So you actually do know a city gang honcho that operates in this area. He doesn't control the whole area, but he is one of them.
Gotcha.
And so this is the investigative
So-
feature and prep side of things.
So while they go off and do their thing, I am going to take this time. I'd say it's going to take like 3 to 4 hours or so of me going back to my little spot, moving all the photos of the thing over to my backup drives, and
All right.
then I'm going to start working on
There's your little
basically.
base. It's a couple cargo containers that have been kind of like welded together a little bit.
Hey, that works for me. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna just go put all this stuff on the drives, make sure that everything's uploaded, and then I will start looking into fabricating a way to break into this casing and figure out where the chip is actually held. Otherwise, I'll just be digging around in a bunch of wires looking for something that probably doesn't exist. So,
All right.
that's where I'm gonna be.
Okay, since you're gonna spend several hours like researching, because you're essentially researching.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that. So I'm gonna move your character for a second here.
You do you, yeah.
I'll let you make. Let's see, is it education here? Chronology. I'll let you make a couple basic tech checks as we do things. Like, I'll just have you make them occasionally while I help out Nico and Kuhn.
Works for me.
And based on what you get there with your research, when you actually get to the mission, it'll be that much easier.
Gotcha.
Uh,
All right. Just let me know when.
all right. So, Nico, we're going to you next. What are
Okay.
you doing? Tang leaves the room. I assume you've all given each other your contact information?
Yep.
Nico has mine. The other dude is big boss. I don't really need to contact him.
Heard. Okay.
Yeah, I have both their contact infos, and they both have mine, but not
See,
each other.
Tang knows his place, and Nico's the middleman.
If you want to look at it that way, yeah.
All right. So, Nico, what's your plan? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna try and do during this time?
So I'm going to look through my contact lists and see if I can get one of the local gang honchos to see if they know of any hits on caravans that they may have done themselves or they know about a rival gang doing. See if I can get some information or a lead on that.
All right. And you have an internal agent and all that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I imagine you kind of just like lean against the wall there, or sit down on the bench, and you pull up your display. Now, are you texting or calling?
It doesn't really matter because in order for me to text, I have to like speak like vocally. So.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, you're video call him, and you'll see like a picture of like this. Let me see here. What are they called?
They're called Nigerians. No.
Oh wow. Let's see. Yeah, it's a booster gang. We'll just call him the Maelstrom, based on the video game, just because that's easy
okay.
for now. So yeah, a head honcho from a booster gang in the Maelstrom. And it's obvious because, he's got like the spider eyes over half of his face. Hey, Nico! I don't remember needing a job from you or sourcing material. What do you want?
I'm just looking for some information. Looking for a lead on a job I'm currently working. I wonder if you guys can help us out.
I deal in metal, not info.
Well, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Let's just call this one that I owe you.
Huh. Why don't you go ahead and roll me? And I'm not going to make it this much rolling all the time, but kind of want to mess with the system a little bit, while we learn it.
I like rolling.
So I want you to do me a persuasion skill check.
Tanteva.
21. All right. Okay, but we gotta talk terms. I want a discount on the next item that I get from you. Any item.
I guess that's fair.
50%.
50%. I don't even get 50%.
He just kind of looks at you.
All right.
Do you want to try
Just
and
one
haggle him
time.
down or what? Which actually is one of your skills.
It is one of my skills.
Haggle. Let's see. Your cool plus your trading skill plus your operator rank of 4 plus 1d10. Which for you, if we go to your character,
You have roll ability skills on the right hand side though, right?
roll abilities. So haggle. Yeah, it's right there. Total of 18 looks like.
Oh, he crit that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he did. Okay, I was going to make this pretty difficult. If you succeed, you can make one deal of your operator rank or lower. I don't know what that means. Only one fixer deal can be made per transaction. So we're just going to go ahead and say that you'll be allowed to kind of dictate the...
What percentage?
Yeah, but you got to say it out and stuff. Like, how are you convincing him with your haggling? Now that you've made it.
Look, 50% is really steep. I don't even get 50%. Most I can do, because we're good buddies, I'll give you 20%. But this is the only time.
20%. Okay, but it's not going to be an easy to get item.
That's fair.
I've got some optic problems I need fixing. Next time you run through a night market, you look for it, or send you the deets.
Alright, sounds good.
And he'll go ahead and tell you to meet up with him and a couple of his buddies over at one of his local joints, local gang hideouts.
So I guess I'm going to the hideout right now?
Yeah. So you then leave the room. Coon, it is now you and Adam. Unless you want to say something to Nico as he leaves.
Okay.
Well, looks like Dylan passed out.
Dylan, you there? It's only like 7:40, right? He
The
doesn't.
whole time.
Okay.
Oh, you muted your mic. That's what happened.
Fuck it. God damn it.
Yeah.
I've been like contributing. I'm like, well, fuck me, guys. Like.
Damn.
So what was the last thing you said? So I don't fuck it up.
That Nico was about to leave. If there was anything you wanted to say to him before he left the room.
Let's get it done.
All right.
Get her, Dan.
Did you hear all of my side of the conversation, Dylan? Or should
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I was listening, but I was just making sure, like, the last point we were saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Cool. So he leaves. Sounded like, because you could hear his side of the conversation, that he was going to go try and get some info from someone he knows.
Okay.
And then on your side of things, Dylan, since you're the last one here in the room, you're unless there's something you specifically already know that you want to do, what would try and help is you got to find out the rival company that did this, and your contribution could be that you can put out your corporate feelers to see what kind of rival companies have.
Can I call, like, this company? I work in acquisitions, but there's got to be a
like a data
I want to say
collections
no, not
department?
even like that. Like a I don't want to say mercenary department, but like I have like a little security team, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a
Where
security
I could
department.
have them go and like run a drone or something crazy, or like run counter surveillance over different people's storage containers based off the area where things were taken, or things like that.
That's
Like I got a
interesting.
security guy where I'm like, listen, because you're gonna use business aspects, you're gonna go put
Yeah.
most departments together. So like they have their ideas, and I already have an idea of how I would get it done if I had to, bottom dollar. So like I have a backup to their backup. Like Tang thinks he's just gonna imp it away, run off with the cargo. So in my mind, I got a security detail running through my company, and then they're doing the footwork. So how
So
do we
you
go
want to
about
spy on this team?
this? Yes.
Okay. Wow. All right. You're thinking like a corpo right now. I love that shit. Okay. So that is something that you might be able to do. However, here's how you got to think about it. All these different departments, they don't give a fuck about you. They're trying to get up on every person around them because it's a cutthroat ladder to the top. But, I mean, they will work with each other based on what needs to get done. And similarly, you scratch their back, they scratch yours, that kind of situation.
Well, I would figure in a situation where
Or
security pretty much dropped the ball, that this is their fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm going to save them by at least, sending that email when we're done. Be like, they actually did something correct. So actually
use that.
positive motive. Yeah, exactly.
So call
Like you
them.
guys fucked. Yeah, so you fucked this up. So I gotta come fix it.
Now you know who the head of security is within the department of your building.
Yeah.
So the question there would be, do you want to go meet him at the corporate building? Like set up a meeting.
Yes.
All right. So you and Adam, y'all leave the room. Y'all get in your AV, an aerial vehicle, and it flies you to a landing pad back at your HQ. You go through. There's a whole bunch of security systems. They scan you through. They check your ID tags. Oh, what did you do with the data stick? The very dangerous.
Adam took it as we left.
Okay. He'd
It's
ask
back
you if
on
you
his-
should destroy it.
He asked if I should destroy it.
Yeah, if you should destroy it, yeah.
Not yet.
Okay. He'll slide it in an an inside pocket on his jacket. All right. And so yeah, y'all go through. It's heavy security. The walls are sleek and bare. Everything is kind of like factory-esque and efficient, right?
Like iRobot Tower.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. With bits of art still there, like you see how your suit's just white and red?
Right.
It's stark, but bare. Not stark and bare, but colorful but bare. I don't know how
Gotcha.
to best describe it. Like your suit.
Gotcha.
And since you're the head of acquisitions, you can go through and set up a meeting. It takes about 20 minutes, but he'll agree to see you. What do you title as the meeting? Like, what do you say to get him to get this meeting with you?
Cleaning up your mess.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, after about 20 minutes or so, he fixes up what he's got, and y'all go into one of the many different meeting spaces, and bare walls, long table, very nice, sleek chairs. There's a fern in the corner.
Just a fern.
Yeah. Adam waits outside.
Arms crossed, chuff as hell.
And so yeah, this beefy looking guy from security comes in. He's cyberwared out. You know, he's got like visual cyberware. He's got like very obvious dermal plating under the skin kind of situation. And you say, quite the message. What do you want?
So, what I need is for you to actually do your job for once. What we're gonna do is I have to get back what you lost, so you're gonna help. And if you do, I'll push your name up the ladder. Now, I need drone sweeps of last GPS coordinates of the tracker and where it was last seen. And then we're gonna run schematic on corporate entities that own the properties of storage areas in that area to determine where they're hiding it.
He'll look at you for a few seconds. He's kind of trying to determine your worth, how much you actually know, that kind of situation. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and pull up your character sheet. So you think this would be under? No. I want you to roll bribery.
Bribery?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Bribery.
Let me put my glass of tea down.
Hell yeah. Got that hot leaf juice.
Cold. I'm a cold leaf juice in the summer guy.
See, I just like leaf juice, so you know, I'm down with either.
So bribery, let me get that real quick. Where is that at?
What about you, Jason? You like the leaf juice?
The leaf juice? You mean tea?
Where's
leaf
bribery dice?
Bottom center.
I do like tea.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Leaf juice for the win.
there we go.
Bribery? Okay. He'll say, you're on a job, aren't you, for this? Your acquisitions. If you don't get this back, then we're both in the hole. I'll tell you what. You've been given... My department's a little low on funds right now. So you cut me in on a little bit of the eddies that you've been assigned for this mission, because you're going to have some left over. There's always a cut left over. And I think we can come to an arrangement.
Deal.
Alright. He'll say he'll need at least 1,200 eddies for this to go through. And he can't help with the data collection on the storage, but he knows a guy within the company that does keep track of movements. But he can go ahead and send out the drones to survey. You want him to both A, survey the area where it was taken, and B, keep surveillance on Tang and Nico.
Yeah, like, so the area there'd be like a 3-point kind of thing.
Yeah.
One would be Tang and Nico, the other or Tang, Nico, Adam, and then myself and the man in the van, whatever. And then there'd be one that would just surveil between the last known coordinate where it was taken and the moment before it turned off, like you said. So like you had, this is where it was hit, this is where it last was seen. Like,
now you
general
already
area.
mostly have that data from
Okay.
from the data stick that you had.
Okay.
There were images and locations on the map of where those two spots were.
Well, right, but they would track it in real time. So like, if we were there on the move, they'd be like, okay, this is where things are. It's counter surveillance of this is where you need to be now.
Okay. He'll tell you that he'll put He'll put a drone on Tang and Nico, but he cannot spare another drone past that.
All right.
Not for the amount that we've decided. All right, and you're gonna have to mark down that 1200 as well, by the way.
Where?
Any way you want, as far as your notes go.
So, just for my personal recollection, the character obviously wouldn't know this, but the big boss, the boss of the boss, obviously,
Here you go.
said that said we had like what, it was $4,000.
Yeah. So, mission
So
funds,
it
4K.
was 4. Yeah, it was 4K. And the
Bribery,
bribe is 1,200.
1,200.
We don't know exactly how much my shit's gonna cost yet.
He
And
said, "Did you? How much did you tell you were gonna give them? Was it 1,500?
Yeah, 1,500 pot. So like they would split, and then he would get a little bit extra from Nico because of the finder's fee.
1,500
Yeah.
whole team, and like what, an additional 500 to Nico?
Probably.
Finders.
That's exactly what my finder's fee is, actually.
All right. So if you look at your character sheet, I went to your journal page,
Okay.
and I added in all these notes here for you. Can you see it? The journal tab.
Okay.
Oh, that was loud. Hey, sweetie.
sorry,
Can you get me? Thank you.
I'm
Soda.
closing all of these windows.
Yeah, I've got a lot of windows pulled up myself, let me tell you. Okay, perfect. And then he'll say, he'll just give you a nod. He won't really say thank you or anything like that. And he'll back out of the room. And then you'll get a message through your HUD saying that he will he'll provide you with a link for live video feed to the drones, and the contact information for the tech that is running it.
Alright.
And so basically, because you have the thank you, because you have the cyberware, you can basically put like a little mini screen off to the corner of your vision, so you can see in real time the drone's view if you want,
Right.
or just have it like a tab. All right, so at the end of that probably took like an hour, all in all, driving there, talking, waiting the 20-30 minutes. Now is Tang when I want you to make that basic tech roll.
I've been doing it while you were talking.
I
But
know.
yeah, I got you.
But those don't matter.
Alright, so now you want me to make it? Cool.
Now I want you to make one.
I got one of the big negatives out, so it's cool.
You did. Okay, so you got a 15. So you got a good check.
Alright.
All right, and then now we're gonna go to Nico. Nico, you took, I assume, like public transport, get nearby.
Yeah.
And you come up to one of these like abandoned warehouses.
Only in the smoking section.
And it is kind of surrounded by those booster gangers from the Maelstrom. Bunch of bikes, big old teched out van, and all of them are decked out in cyberware. There isn't a single person with at least 2 modifications to either arms, legs, and they all have visual implants, very hard external visual implants, making them look
Gross.
barely human. And so you'll walk up. They kind of recognize you a little bit. And how do you want to approach? How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna go up, kind of like I'm known on the streets. I'm
Yeah.
from the area, so kind of go up to them and be like, "Hey, here to talk to the boss man."
All right. So you walk up, basically right up to the main door. There's a big pad there. The door's obviously locked. You know,
Don't worry
Okay.
about me. This is for later.
All right. Um, big old face will come up and it's like, hey. Oh, Nico. Right. Yeah, the boss man's here to see you. Just watch the mines. We took out a shipment recently from a Militech convoy and having a little bit of fun. You see a bright light, be careful. And
Oh, interesting.
and the door will click open, and just slide up for you to go through.
And I will carefully go through looking for any bright lights.
Right. They're easily avoidable since he told you about it. And you're able to make your way through.
Oops, my bad.
Heavy weapons, guns, things like that, all over the place. Bits of cyberware just laying about, broken bits as well. And you get to a very makeshift, dirty sitting room. Let me see if I have a map already for it, actually. We'll do this. Yeah. And so you basically come up here. You got these two couches, big old like screen setup. And let me see. And that'll be the big boss there. Or the head honcho, at least.
For game continuity's sake, I did just send Nico a private message.
Okay. Was it like through Discord or something?
No. It was through Roll20, but I did just send him a private message as Tang to Nico as part of the job.
And that message will pop up on my left optic, and I'll acknowledge it.
Let me see here.
Pixar didn't happen.
Let me see here.
Like, it's not... It's as though I did this, but to Nico.
He sent me a text message through the
Yeah.
through the agent. It's all good.
Get it?
I mean, I got it.
Perfect. Sorry, I got something going on the side as well. So yeah, you come up. He's sitting there. He's relaxed. He's got an assault rifle on the couch, leaning up against him. He's like, "All right, so we already talked my side of things. It's time we get to yours. What can I help you with?"
Well, there's a convoy that was hit recently, from some corpo grease monkeys.
You're not talking Militech, are you?
No, Meltec.
All
No,
right.
I think the corp name is Solar Synth, I believe it was.
Solar Synth. Yeah. We've heard of them.
Yeah. Bunch of greedy bunch. But I'm working a job, trying to see if I can come up with any info. One of their convoys was hit apparently, and looks like something really valuable got taken around there. You guys hear about anything like that?
We don't really pay too much attention to Solar Synth specifically. We are, of course, always looking to power up our shit, but they deal with big stuff, nothing you can put inside a body. You know what I'm talking? So, but, And you said it was this area here?
It was around the area, yeah. It was. I think it was a little further away. It may have been a different street gang. Could have been a rival.
Would have had to have been a different gang. Maybe a rival. They're all rivals if they're a booster gang. But I'll tell you what. I'll have to put out some feelers, talk with my crew, and give me 2 hours. 2 hours and I'll get you what you need. How about that?
2 hours? I got 2 hours.
Alright, I'll send it to you through your deets, through your agent.
Alright, sounds good. Hey, just to let you know, whoever's got this thing is gonna make some serious money.
Oh, you're putting a tip on this.
I am putting the tip on this.
Well, that'll make it a little faster. All right. Give me a number.
I can give you 500 now, 500 after.
You're telling me just for... I already got what I want. But you're telling me that whoever gets in this tip, you're going to give a K?
Only if we come up with the info I need.
You play hard and loose with those eddies, but hey, that's why you're the fixer.
I got it to spare.
He'll tell you to hold on to the initial 500 because you're not paying him. You already paid him through your discount. But that extra 500 he'll go ahead and he'll put up as a reward for information. So yeah, he'll pocket those eddies from you. I assume you got like your cred chip. He'll take it off you and he'll say, all right, now if you don't mind, your style isn't really seen as a good thing around here, so why don't you beat it?
You ain't gotta tell me twice, just let me know. And I'll go ahead and take myself out.
Pulls a gun.
Sweet release.
Now, with the bit of research and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I'm doing in real life and gather some sustenance.
Yeah, okay. Before that, why don't you go ahead and roll me another basic check.
Another one. All right. Really like those 14.
Apparently. Alright, cool. That's good to know, though. That'll be it for your checks. And, alright, so we're going to just go ahead and fast forward some time. It's going to be into the evening now when first, Nico, you get pinged that there has been another gang in the area. It's kind of not their forte. Like, not a lot of gangs try and do hijackings on a energy production corporation. You know what I mean? So it was kind of easy to figure out. Now, I don't know who hired him or what for, but he'll tell you the name of the rival gang. They've got some pretty decent numbers. They're strong. He wouldn't be able to tell you who specifically did it in the gang or where they would have been hidden out of, but at least you know who the culprit was. Though you don't know who the hand was behind them. If you get my meaning. And then Dylan, so Kuhn, you've got, after, that amount of time, you'll get a ding on your overlay. It'll be a man introducing himself as the tech for your drones, and he will then provide you with a link so that you can have an aerial view, and it's tracking Nico as he made his way from the warehouse with the booster ganger. He was able to do that by getting into his agent. They'll tell you that they don't have a precise location on Tang yet, but with the information provided, it shouldn't take that much longer.
Gotcha.
But it would be sped up, he'll say, if you can tell me his current location, which you don't know. But,
So, at this point, I would say like me and Adam are getting in the old chopper.
the aerial vehicle, the AV.
Yeah, get to the chopper, so we're gonna get there. We'll have like blueprints and schematics and location targets and stuff all on the screens inside that vehicle as we're flying there, because I'm pretty sure it's like at this point, self-automated, so we're like, we just know where we're going and it's just doing its thing. And you said Nico's meeting with the other gang now?
Just left.
I have one question, and this is regards to my weapon of choice.
Your paintball gun?
Yeah, it does not have an ammo count.
Well, I assume it's kind of got, like, like with a paintball gun, it's got the big canister at the top.
Yeah, but it says it's a clip.
Oh. I mean...
So, like, I'd say, like, a general clip is 8 rounds. Like, especially for a handgun.
That's a pretty small amount of rounds, right, for a handgun?
16, do double stack, bro. I'll give you 16.
It's 8 for the heavy and the very heavy, and then it's 12 for the medium handgun.
Okay, so it'd be 12.
Yeah,
because
it's 12,
it's technically classified as a medium.
Go ahead and put that in the notes of it, or in parentheses next to it, so that we know in the future.
I was looking at the handguns earlier, so.
Yeah, because it had it set up twice, and it confused me, because the one was a very heavy, and then the other one was medium, and one could be concealed, the other one couldn't, and I was like, I don't understand how this works. So I went and I looked it up, and they were like, yeah, it's supposed to be classified as medium, you're supposed to be able to conceal it, and I'm like, okay, but you can't conceal a goddamn paintball gun that has a goddamn tank on it, so I was thoroughly confused, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So it's
anyway.
like an internal compressed air kind of situation.
Yeah, it's literally a airsoft pistol, is what it is. That just
High-powered
that uses.
airsoft.
Yeah, it's high powered airsoft, like a CO2 cartridge type shit. But yeah, anyway, continue. Sorry, I just wanted to clear that up before we got into combat or anything like that.
All good, all good. Let me see here. All right, so we have got some information. So, Tang, it's been a couple of hours at this point. You've done your research. You feel like you are ready as far as that stuff goes. Is there anything else that you want to do, or are you still in the waiting side of things?
The only other thing that I wanted to do, since this is technically cyberpunk and not a dystopian style,
Super
or well,
dystopia.
let me rephrase, not dystopia, post-apocalyptic. I don't got to worry about what I was planning on doing. What I was planning on doing is irrelevant to the situation.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm gonna just forego that, and we're going to let me get back to my note.
While you do that, there is something about the setting. There's a reason why it's called Cyberpunk Red. Essentially, a while back, there was a big corporate war between Arasaka and I think it was Militech, but I can't remember. Might have been a different company.
Back in 2020?
Yeah. And a pocket nuke was let off in the city. And there were more wars that went with that, and more nukes went off, and it made the sky red. And everything was irradiated, and it was just total trash. Only very recently, have the skies started taken away from that red hue, and things have gotten mostly back to normal. But it's why a lot of things are hot commodities. Things are a little harder to come by if it's not a gun and some bullets. That's why the night markets are useful, because you don't know when you're going to get your next toaster. So it's a little post-apocalyptic, but not heavy. It's very post-apocalyptic light.
Yeah, certain the recovery phase of like a post-apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. Because most people at this point are part machine anyway, so radiation doesn't matter that much.
So can I modify my tomahawk?
How so?
I'm thinking Dead Island style.
If you can come up with a schematic and a design, that's what I love about the fixer, or not the fixer, the techie. If you can give me a description of how it should work, and like a picture in my head, then we can make some rolls. And some money and some material. Which means...
In that case, game over.
But I'll tell you what you'll need for it and all that. So why don't you go ahead and... if you already... Do you have it typed up, or how do you have this set?
What's up?
Or if you want to augment it, like, I'm going to need you to tell me.
Oh, yeah. No, like, this was me going into,
Oh, so
like,
you're not ready
the Dead
yet.
Island. No. This is, as I said, it has nothing to pertain to this mission. This is going to be after the fact. This is the full life extent of this particular melee weapon, and I want it to be the exact, it has a personal spot for me, at least. You'll understand when I finish it. So yeah, go ahead, continue.
Okay, so you're still in the design phase right now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
drawing it up right now and looking up what I need to make sure I can use it as a still use it as a potential throwing weapon as well as a melee.
Oh gosh.
So,
Okay. Cool. Well, good to know you're working on that. That's gonna be pretty exciting. All right. So Nico, you got that information, and we'll say that the gang.
Gang's all here.
Let's see. It's a Dorfer gang. Stupid name for people that are druggies, drug addicts. They either sell, deal, or use, and they're always looking for the next set. And they simply call themselves the Dwarfs. Dwarfs.
how do you always find the dwarfs in every game?
Mhm.
In every RPG I've ever heard you play, Dice, you've always found the dwarves. Always.
Oh, dwarves. Oh, this is DORPH.
Ah, okay.
Dwarf, like I guess dopamine or
Like dwarf particle. Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah. But these are
Okay.
drug addicts. These are not dwarves.
Their growth has been stunted.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. But that they've recently operated in that area, but they didn't really. The Booster Gang, the Maelstrom, they didn't keep track of their movements because they didn't mess on their territory, so they didn't care. They just know it happened. So you're gonna have to get some more information on that, or share with the team, or however you want to use that info.
I probably wouldn't know the dwarf gang leader.
Not personally, no. You've never really had much dealings with them. You've probably seen them around town, but you haven't had any direct contact.
Okay, I'll probably take this back to the corporal exec and see if they've had any past run-ins with them.
So
Okay. So y'all do a meetup? Like, do y'all do a phone call? What goes on?
I'll send him a text message with the information. Like, hey, found out the dwarf gang is the one that probably hit you guys. So if there's any information to be found, it's gonna be with them. And I'll ask if they've ever had any like run-ins or something like this happening with that gang or in that area.
I see it in my little HUD, and then I make a call back to head of security, give him the location where we need a boost point, where Nico will go in, he'll get what he can get, and then we'll go in and just clear the building. Um, so we can jump forward to that. Unless you had other views of how this should go.
Wait, so you want to?
So me and my bodyguard are still in the chopper, just on the perimeter.
Just hovering.
Yeah, just like waiting to see where we need to be. I see his message, and he said he's going to the other place. I call the security guy and have him send a hit squad to this said address and just wait.
Jesus.
So if shit goes wrong, they go in, save his ass, but they also can take out the people so it doesn't happen again. And then that will also help secure who actually hired them.
He will tell you that this is supposed to be under wraps. They can't go in with full gear. That's why you hired the solos. That's why you hired the mercenaries, because they don't have a direct line to us. He's basically denying your request because we can't be seen as the ones doing it. We have to have plausible deniability.
Well, fine. Still perimeter. Adam ziplines down. Waits for the meeting.
Okay. Let me see here. Oh, what the fuck?
Proper
Calm down.
repels.
Calm down. I'm explaining it. You just keep doing your thing.
Alright. Let me see.
Calm down, Cocoa Puff. You'll get your bowl of cereal.
Let me see here. Give me just a moment. Okay, so, but he'll say that he can remove the drone that was supposed to be on Tang, since they still haven't located his position yet, if you want, and try and keep it over one of the other entrances. Like, they can try and survey what they know, like the different areas of this dwarf gang. Of the dwarfs. Does that work?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you'll see surveillance and some information pop up about the dwarf gang. They've never... Your corporation hasn't really had direct contact with them either. Y'all find that the drug-riddled gangs usually don't follow directions too well, which is why you stay away from them in your underhanded dealings. But they've pulled up rap sheets and locations, and so they'll say give it a little bit of time, but you're going to get a list of locations that they've used in the past. Nico, during this time, what do you wish to do?
Spend some time with the little joy toys.
Just kidding.
I don't like that.
I'm really not gonna go and like handle the dwarfs by myself, because I don't really have the direct line over there and they don't know me. So I probably would try to head back to my local meet area and see if I can try to hook up with some solos and see if I can get some quotes to see if they would be able to help us dismantle the gang populace.
So you want to try and... God, y'all are so hard and loose with y'all's money. So you want to hire a solo to work with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
And that's my full idea.
He's just over here fucking typing.
Look, bruh, like, when you... So... Now, again, this does not have to be anything soon or whatever. I could fucking build up to this. But that's the schematic based on real science. probably do it. I just gotta figure out how to get the power source.
That's funny. You just need a power source.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell I've been thinking about this since we started this game?
Wow. I mean, you chose the right class, that's for sure. Magnetic fuel generator on rails. Okay, so just so that my stream can see it, let me see here.
I can send it to you on Roll20 so you can pull it up.
Yeah. Do that.
All right. Direct message or how does one?
On Roll20.
Yeah. Can I?
If you I can actually just take the image and post it up as a handout. Let me see here. It'll just take me a second, that's all.
Yeah. Schematics, my guy. So,
What?
essentially,
Yeah.
the idea
Nugget.
is for projectile laser weapons, is what that came down to. But
It's a
if you
20.
take the receiver off and you then connect the two receivers to the head of the axe or the head and the bottom of the axe, it creates a projectile blade,
We'll just
which then
split the
creates an
20.
arc blade, and it is essentially the initial start
I'm
of
not
a
sure.
plasma axe.
God damn, dude.
I just got to find a power source.
Will this not damage the axe?
No.
No, because of the way. All right, so if you look, and it'll basically eat away at the head of the axe, but it won't go to the connectors. So I would then create a notched effect on the axe and cut out the initial blade of the axe itself,
To a different depth, so it comes
and then
out unaffected.
and then it would just be a straight beam of laser energy.
So wait, so you just you slash in front of you with the axe and it creates like a wave of energy?
Basically,
And how far would that go?
it has like super dissipating.
Infinite.
No, it wouldn't be infinite. It'd be like maybe at best like a foot in front of it, and that's that's ideal situation, no interference, no nothing like that. But
And
like
what
in
does
combat,
it do in when you use this, what are you expecting to happen?
armor pierce and burn damage to flesh.
Okay, because it's like hot plasma, like electricity type stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, and you want it to be armor piercing because it's hot?
What armor do you think would stop it?
Well, how does it get past the armor?
It
I'm stupid, so explain it.
okay. So, high voltage electricity.
Yeah.
Like just base like the baseline idea behind this is it's a laser weapon. So it's a pinpoint high voltage electricity beam, essentially. Now, if I were to hit someone with just the initial start of it, it has its full potential. It can then use that full potential in a more concentrated fashion. Instead of it being a laser pinpoint, it would be a like axe effect for all intents and purposes.
It'd be an unwelder. It would unweld whatever metal
Yeah.
was in front of it.
Yeah, so it would
Open holes.
it would open a hole in the
Casing.
Now,
casing,
would one
or-
whack do that, or would you actually have to like hold it up
No,
against
like,
it? Like how fast?
You would charge
this
it,
work?
right?
Yeah, it'd have to be like one of those like I hit you and in the like 3 or 4 seconds, if it's been active the entire time, it would then do that.
Okay, and you're gonna have to either replace or repair the head of that axe after like every session, probably, that you end up using it.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And as far as the damage goes, so we'll say that if you successfully hit someone with it within a foot away of melee, because you said it can be a little range. If you're using it for that small ranged action, it will do potential damage to the armor, but it won't go past it. If you actually hit someone with it in melee, then it can go past the armor better, damaging the armor and the person behind it. We'll say that this is kind of like a heat-based weapon, effectively. I know it's using electricity and stuff, but it's like heat, right?
Yeah.
So
Electricity is the purest form of heat.
we'll say, let me look at the weapons.
Don't you talk about
quick.
propane like that ever again.
So this is a tomahawk is a light melee weapon for 1d6. So we'll make it a 3d6 weapon that ignores 5 points of stopping power of armor. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
All right.
As I said, this was something that I was just building into. I'm not really worried about it right now, but yeah. As for a later date, we can hash over the details later. This was just brainstorming.
Okay, so ranged does 1d6 SP damage to armor.
Just turn to hash to a lightsaber.
Melee
Yes, I did.
does 3d6 damage.
Look, everyone laughs at the absurdity of Star Wars, but we have the technology. We just don't have the corporate backing to make it.
And I'm going to do that because 4 points of 1d6. What's the average of a d6? Is it 3 or 4?
Average, I believe it's 4.
Okay.
Because you don't roll ones too often.
So I think that will be the statistics of it, keeping it within the light melee weapon. Will need constant upkeep after each session of use. And what are the materials that you're going to do with this?
So, as I sent him the message, it's going to need copper coils, obviously. Copper is one of the best insulators. I would say gold, but gold is a little pricey. Now, then you also need, the wiring to insulate the copper coils. The exposed headers would probably have to be made out of something durable that can take a blunt beating, because obviously
Titanium.
if you hit something with a piece of metal onto another piece of metal, it will bend or scar and break eventually. So the head of the axe would have to be changed to something a bit more durable. I don't know what actually is available in Cyberpunk.
Do you think this will change it to like a medium melee weapon instead of a light, because you're changing the weight and heftiness of the head with the metal?
Potentially. Now, the situation that comes with it is, one, how heavy the power source will be. See, that's why I took the picture earlier, so I could see if I could modify the idea down to a, say, car keys kind of weight.
I mean,
No. Again, this is later. This is not like for me to do now.
I know. I'm just trying to decide.
Because
Yeah.
I could go way into theoretical crafting and this is how I break games in D&D. I'm sorry, but you gave me the go ahead to figure out if this would work with schematics. I have schematics. It can work.
I just wasn't expecting it. That's crazy. This quickly. I wasn't expecting it this quickly. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
You didn't expect my corporate espionage either.
Oh, you went right into that, Dylan. You, oh man. Makes me worried for the people working for you.
I got something else next.
Because
Look, I have 4 other weapons. Once I figure out what Nico uses, it's fine.
You think I'm paying everybody? I may pay the middleman. But
Look,
I got an idea. And I really don't care if you go with it, because I think for this light, it would be like, oh, I can't believe this motherfucker went there.
like my whole plan for this session was to just get the idea in your head that you gave me all of this power and you don't know how I'm going to use it.
Right. Just remember, I can retroactively change it if it ends up being too powerful, but just the idea
Oh,
that
no,
you
no,
have
no,
is
no.
pretty cool.
But
No,
you're
I have no problems with the fact that you can change it. The problem is going to come with if you change that and then I change what I do with it, how many times are you gonna change it until you say I can't use it anymore? That's where I'm getting to.
Oh dang.
Hurt.
Okay. We're gonna get back into the game. I don't want.
Yeah.
I know Nico's been kind of quiet over there. I don't want him to end up falling asleep.
I'm here.
You're good,
I'm
Jason.
talented.
Megatron.
Yeah, I've been up since 6 a.m.
I got
Dude,
you.
go
All
the
right,
fuck
we'll
to
get into
sleep.
some combat. We'll start waking you up. How about that?
Let me put on my Shrekless.
So, to go ahead and get this going, we'll say that with the information that Kuhn was able to grab, thanks to Nico's information, that you're able to find 2 different warehouses that have been used recently. They were then able to pull up CTV footage from the various through greasing certain palms and certain businesses. You were able to figure out that there was a large van that was rushing through the streets that day around that time to one specific garage.
So, got a question.
Yep.
Would this type of energy unit give off any sort of, like, we could scan for electromagnetic waves? Or, like, there'd be any, ultrasonic frequencies which this would give off, since it's a high-powered piece of, energy equipment? Because it would have to give
Not
off something.
because of the casing, which is why Random has to have like a specific modified version of an EMP to be able to get through it, because
Gotcha.
your
Just
company has
clarify.
made like
Just
yeah.
Just clarifying, because I didn't know how that would help according to the mission. But okay.
However, you are. I don't know what the fuck that means. Random.
I don't. I'm doing things. Leave me alone, all right? I'm just giving you all the information you need.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and the building that I don't know what you end up telling everyone. Oh, Random. Did you ask Nico for a grenade?
Fuck. No, I didn't.
Potentially.
So, let me just go ahead and do this.
Yeah, I see him typing. How do I text him no real quick?
New phone, who's this? How do you message individuals?
I spelled project wrong, but there you go. Yes, I asked Nico for a grenade.
Project. This is a really important project.
Alrighty.
I need to disable.
He sent you something back.
I'm trying to disable dark mode because without my other monitor, I can't actually see what the fuck.
Yeah, it's so hard to see it.
Yeah. I just gotta remember how to disable dark mode.
Here, I'll do it this way.
Mid left. Oh, you
Mid
mean
left?
from your actual web browser?
Yeah, like the dark mode on Roll20. Like I had it, I saw it at one point, and then it just didn't.
There, it's yellow now.
Ha! And by the way, now that I know exactly how you guys are going to play this game, I can come up with some pretty fun adventures, I think. With some, that'll allow for a lot of creativity, now that I know you got it. Alright, so while they're texting each other back and forth, how much we talking? Let's see. Dylan, your drones will go up to the building in question, and it's a 2-story wide, like, garage building. It's got a couple taller buildings on either side of it, and it's all, like, pretty stacked close. So I mean, they're only, like, maybe 10 feet apart from each other as far as the buildings go, narrow alleyways. So yeah, 2 buildings that are 3 stories tall. The building itself is 2 stories. It's got a couple of cars out front. You can see some of those gangers sitting outside. No one on the roof. Let me see here. So this is like the parking lot here that you can see right outside the building.
All right.
There is a side entrance, which is here. Let me see.
This is just me typing to you about the thing.
And they've got just a couple guys on the side entrance. It's a little less than the ones in the main or back entrance. I say this is the back entrance. And yeah, so this is the back entrance. That's what I meant. I didn't realize y'all weren't on this page with me.
Oh, okay.
By the way, animated maps. Awesome. Though you don't have... You'll get schematics of the inside of the building, but they can't actually see inside. It's basically like a 3-car garage workshop with a staircase that goes up to the 2nd floor. But these schematics are old, so you don't know what kind of renovations it might have gone through.
Okay.
Nico, do you need a number? Or have you looked it up?
I like this. This is cool. It all moves and stuff.
Random. Tip tap tip tap tap tap. Probably. Yo, you've got a wire to a bunch of Eddies, and he's our boss. Work him for money.
I hate him. I hate him.
I was just kind of internally groaning whenever I read that last part you said at the same time.
Things could
Hey.
get electric.
Look. All I gotta say is
you're fired. Random's fired.
he gave me creative liberties, and I found a way to do it.
I mean, yeah, that's that class doesn't get much. This is what they do. So I'm all about it. Not to mention he can upgrade y'all shit too. So
yeah.
And keep them going. So Nico,
Can I just text both of them a rolls eyes emoji since I'm monitoring them?
That's fine. You're not monitoring their texts, but
Just location, and you don't even know where I am.
yeah, you haven't left your house yet.
I don't need to.
Nico, so you want to try and find a night market in order to get your hands on an EMP grenade. Do I have that right?
I mean, if it comes up, yeah.
Sounds like it just has. And so you can try and find a night market. I think that's part of your skills. What is it, 142 or something? We'll get to the combat pretty soon, I promise. So.
Oh man, I don't know about the rest of these people, but I'm enjoying this portion of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really fun. Like, it's weird, right? Because D&D is just like a little bit of
It's
prep
action.
and
Yeah,
mostly action. This
So,
revolves
like-
around everything.
Like I got all this. The situation that comes for me is I'm normally the GM when I play like Stormbringer and shit, so I don't have the option to do all of this because I can make all of this and give it to people, but they wouldn't know how it works. Me, I know how it works, and I can use it, so I can show people how it works.
So, Nico, you can always find a place to source up expensive items for your clients on a piece-by-piece basis, even if they are otherwise unavailable, because you're operator rank 4. So, we'll say through your contacts, through your other fixers, you know a guy who knows a guy who's got a night market setting up right about now. They're always moving around the city. It is a little bit of ways away on the other side of town, but you can go there and you know that that they've got their hands on some Militech equipment that was recently ransacked on a convoy. I wonder who did that. But he's gonna give you the lowdown on it, and you can make a haggle check if you want 10% less on the price. If you want to give me that haggle check for a EMP grenade. Are you there, Nico? Jason?
Let me check Discord real quick.
He said he was falling asleep in his chair earlier.
He accidentally went to the waiting room.
Oh, did he?
There you go, bud. I pulled you back.
Oh no.
I'll give you the tabletop roll and the member roll so you can see all the rest of the shit.
Oh, by the way, when he gives you that roll, do not hit miscellaneous at the bottom. I won't tell you why.
He can't see that one.
Okay,
he
good.
can't see that one.
Whew.
That's a whole nother roll. Oh, he left again.
He said he has an RTC error, connecting error.
Ah, got you. Yeah. So yeah, he has to reset Discord.
Okay. Reset Discord. He just gave you the rolls. All right. Well, that's exciting. Wow. I've had consistently like 2 to 3 viewers. Are those you guys?
Yes.
Fear the Raptor. I probably shouldn't just like straight up call people out. I have a handful of people in here actually. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I got my own iron. I should be good though. Usually this part. Turn outsourced iron. Message to you directly on Discord. Well, while we're waiting on him to reset his Discord, we can go a little bit further into this nonsense. So you need like copper wiring, you need a couple of like connector points, which I'm sure is just whatever, and you need material, heavier metal material. That's probably a strong conductor with a high melting point, right? Though most metal is a high conductor unless it's something like gold. And then you need a battery source. Power source is probably going to be the most expensive, of course. We're going to go ahead and say that's like what? Probably like 200 for just the simple wiring. But we're going to say if you have to buy the power source or hotfix one yourself, it's probably going to be like 1,200 in eddies to create. Unless that's too cheap. I don't know if that's too cheap, but we'll figure it out as we keep doing stuff.
Hey guys,
Hey, welcome back.
my computer just like had a stroke. Had to reset the entire thing.
That's all good. That's all good. Welcome back, by the way. I thought you fell asleep for a second.
No, my new job sent me some software, so I plugged it in real quick and it destroyed my computer.
Oh, cool. You're okay. Nice. All right. So what I was saying earlier is that you know a guy who knows a guy. It's part of Operator Rank 4 that you can find expensive pieces of equipment for sale, even if not normally available. And because of your earlier rank, you can try with haggling to get a 10% discount on it.
Oh yeah.
Now, you can also, while you're there, try and find some muscle, a solo, ready to go. Since it sounds like that's going to be your route for combat here.
Yeah.
And just FYI, Dice,
What's up?
believe I just want this picture. Open image, a new tab. Thank you. This is probably the closest I can get to what the gun would look like.
Gun.
My pistol.
Oh. I mean, that looks
You're
dope,
like,
so.
wait, gun?
Yeah,
When
I-
did you go to a gun?
Now you're making laser guns. Cool. Love it.
I could. Like, don't get me started, dude. But that's my I think that's as close as I can get to my air pistol.
Right.
Oh.
But okay, so Nico, you've got a guy. He's on the other side of town. Normally doesn't deal with these kinds of people, but there was a Militech that was raided recently, and he's got to get rid of a lot of hot commodities. You don't. Who could have just raided a Militech convoy? Whatever. But you're there to profit. So, do you want to try and get this EMP grenade?
Yeah.
All right. So, and the next question is, are you bringing anyone with you?
To the night market.
Yeah.
I'll message Tang and see if he wants to go.
All right. Tang, you get a notification.
Yeah, I can make some time, I guess. I can put this on the back burner. I'm just theory crafting right now anyway.
Y'all going there together, or are you meeting up?
I'll swing by and pick him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have a ride, so
All right. The moment you do, Dylan, what the fuck's your character's
Yeah.
name again?
Bangus Khan.
Coon will, you'll realize that you now have feed on Tang, since they're together. So that mystery's been solved.
What's
up?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got. I'm gonna make another purchase while we're there.
All right. But just remember, you don't know this is happening.
No. I know.
Okay. In the future, though, I'm gonna have y'all make perception checks occasionally to try and spot it, but we're past that right now. Yep. So you guys get to the night market. It's a shady area in a back alley that can be easily assembled, disassembled as needed. You know, and you go through, and this is a lot of high grade weaponry right now. Things that are normally way outside of your price range, but there is a guy selling grenades and explosives, which you knew in advance, of course, Nico. You approach. What goes on?
I'll we'll browse the explosives, and then I'll kind of motion over for Tang to pick out which one he likes.
All right. So I kind of walk up and looking like a kid in a candy store. Don't know what to do with myself.
You've got EMP grenades, incendiary, and tear gas grenades.
Dice.
There's also a bunch of like extra stuff, like material and things. Okay. How many people are around and who's directly looking at me? Who's directly looking at you? I mean the guy you're trying to shop for. There's
Are
probably
you
like
gonna try to steal?
No.
there's the guy that's manning the station there. And there's a couple of guards that walk through. You know, because obviously these night markets can be a little hectic because they're all super illegal.
Yeah.
And so occasionally there might be someone glancing over in your direction, but not looking at you directly. So really it's mostly just Nico and, since you stepped up, the
main dude.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, just for sake and purposes, I'll pick up a couple of the tier S ones, look at them, put them back down. They're not really what we're looking for. See the EMPs, kind of take note of where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Fucker's about to steal the EMPs.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
That's why we can't have shit.
Well, yeah, it's all gonna be in my pockets. That's the point. So I'll point to the EMPs and I'll be like, yeah, those are what we need. How big's the yield on them? Do you know?
Standard Militech yield? I don't know. It's probably for, Look, man, do you want them or not? I don't know how big these things are.
Look, man.
All right.
It's gonna be useful for taking out any asshole goon who wants to get your cyberware.
So if you have cyberware, are you affected by the EMP? Because I feel like that'd be like a
Yes.
no-no.
Yes.
Anyone
Yes.
hit by
On
your
the
attack
blast.
must instead beat a DC 15 cybertech check. If they fail, I get to choose 2 pieces of their cyberware carried, electronics, or whatever to become inoperable for 1 minute. Cyber limbs that are rendered inoperable act as their meat counterparts do when they have been dismembered, but they still hang loosely.
I don't like meat counterparts.
Yeah, they love to use that word, and it's kind of fucked.
Meat counterparts. No.
Hey,
no.
man.
They say,
you got
like, for your
meat
meat arm.
counterparts ready?
You can get a synth pocket in your meat arm.
Ew, I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah. Welcome to Cyberpunk, guys.
All right. Other than
I don't need
that,
a meat pocket in my cyber arm.
all right. Other than that, yeah, I'll just I'll point. We'll need like one or two of those, and I'll ask the dude. I'm like, do you know anybody that's selling any smart glasses?
Yeah, he'll look over to the left and point at his stall, like diagonal back from you.
All right.
There's a guy over that way. He's got some of the smart sensors, a few helmets, some other stuff like that we more like armor and tech-based stuff that we got from that convoy.
Gotcha. All right. Now, while he's in the middle of his explanation,
Right.
I am going to try to pocket. Would that technically be considered pickpocketing or
Yes.
conceal?
I think that'll be pickpocketing. However, we should go over this luck skill as well, because I know that'll augment rolls. I
Alright.
don't know exactly how, and so you might want to use some of your luck here. So that's on page 130. Okay, so using your luck. Before you roll, you can dedicate a portion of your remaining luck pool, which holds luck points equal to your luck statistic, and which refills at the beginning of each game session, to a check, which increases the roll by 1 for each point in your luck pool that you expended. Luck is a powerful force that can allow the otherwise impossible to become attainable. So, what's your luck score?
2.
Would you like to add 1 or 2 points to this roll?
Let me go with 2,
All
because I
right.
feel like I'm gonna need it.
Oh god.
All right. So how do we add that? That's the question.
Just click it, and then I'll just add the 2 to it.
All right. So I'm gonna go for technically a pickpocket on the tear gas grenade.
On the tear gas. Oh, okay.
And I'm oblivious, apparently.
And he has no fucking clue.
Oh yeah, when the guy was like, "Yeah, we got some scanners over there," you just like turned your whole body to go look.
Oh yeah.
That's good. I was gonna make you a difficult skill check. That's a professional skill check. That's great. That's almost heroic, actually. That's funny. So yeah, you pocket one of the tear gas grenades. As this guy, like, he looked over, he's raised his head over behind you, and you've got your hands down low, and so you're able to just kind of like snag one
Just grab
through
one
and stick it in your jacket.
All right. That's all I need. All right. Thank you, sir. I'll yeah, Nico, you can handle up. We need one of those EMPs. I'm gonna go get these smart shades, and I'll walk off.
Oh, Jesus.
And he fucking just stole.
Nobody knows that he stole them.
The kids know.
Alright, so Nico,
children.
he leaves you alone to go buy this EMP grenade. Do you have the money to purchase a 500 Eddie EMP grenade?
It depends.
Remember, you've already written off 500 from your previous exploit, and I assume you're going to try and haggle.
What about now?
Wow. We're going to get to combat, and that's when you motherfuckers are going to start rolling shit, and then you're all going to die. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, hey, Nico, I'd do anything for you. You've been here a few times. Of course, night markets pop up all over town, but you always seem to be at them. I got you. And he'll take off 10% of the cost, whatever 10% of 500 is.
It's 5. 50. 50. It's 50.
Yeah, that'd be 50.
All right, so you 450 eddies.
I'm a math major. Leave me alone.
450 eddies.
No, it's at 500, so.
What?
It would be 10% off 500.
Yeah, so it's 450.
Yeah, so 450. Yeah.
Yeah.
You started talking like you were gonna reduce more. I'm like, no, no more.
What about now?
Alright, so this fuck. That's great. Rolls higher.
I know,
Um,
right? Like, this man just went up another 5 fucking points.
okay, go ahead, remove the 450 eddies from your account, add
Okay.
the EMP grenade to your inventory, which I assume you're just going to toss over to Tang. Is that right?
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
here in a minute. Yeah.
Tang, are
Alright.
you purchasing anything?
I'm gonna ask the guy about these smart glasses. See how
Give
many
me
he's
a
got.
candy apple.
Oh, Dylan.
Yes. Yes.
Roll me perception, because you're watching from
I'm
the sky.
scared. I'm scared. I am worried now. Hey, you know this grenade that I was planning on saving? We might need it.
So if he hadn't used his luck points, the bonus I would have given you, because you have a literal aerial view, would have caught it. But because he gave himself a 19, he beat that, unfortunately. But, that would have
So
been
You
great.
couldn't even see it. So you don't know I have a tear gas grenade either.
That was close, though. Because I would have given you a +2 bonus. So, all right. So, where can I find these glasses? Where in the book are they?
They are on page 351. New Street Economy. The glasses, the exact definition, it contains 2 option slots for cyber eye options. When worn, the glasses give the user access to the benefit of those options. When they're installed onto the glasses, they always count as if they were paired, and it costs the same as installing it into a cyber eye. You can only wear a single pair at a time. Enthusiasts often replace the frames of their smart glasses with nicer ones, as they aren't the prettiest out of the box.
All right, so smart glasses.
That's what I'm looking at, and they're 500. So.
All right, make them 600, and you got them.
So if they're 600 and I'm looking at them, what?
And he's
as
gonna
somebody,
steal them.
as somebody who knows
Hey,
his
do you
tech,
know anybody that sells flux capacitors? Pockets.
You'll notice behind the guy is a camera that's looking directly down at his wares.
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to steal nothing. I just want to know, like, as
point.
somebody who knows his tech,
Yeah.
why are these 600?
You asking, or are you trying to infer?
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm asking this guy.
Okay. These aren't some bullshit smart glasses you find in a shop for tourists who think that they know what a, solo is. These are straight from, and he'll point out on the side of the glasses, the logo for Militech. These are Militech grade smart glasses. They're gonna give you everything without any kind of defect or use. These have been completely unused and factory made. They still act exactly like normal smart glasses, but
Yeah, I'm just I'm in the market for some, but that's a little too much. I'll hit you guys up next time if you got them.
there
just
won't
walk
be
off.
a next time. This is a night market.
Yeah, don't look stupid here, bud.
I look back and I'm like, Nico, I'm not from the man. I don't do this. You put me here.
This is your fault, Nico. You stole the grenade.
What do you mean?
But yeah, no, I'll just 600's out of my price range. Sorry, bud. And I'll walk away.
Okay. Are y'all done with the night
Pulls
market?
glasses out of pocket.
But yeah, I'm done with the night market.
All right. So you think with your skill, you'll have to make a check. But y'all leave the night market. I assume you go back to Tang's place where you've got your workshop and your tool bag and everything. And it'll take you a few minutes, but you can modify the grenade with the appropriate skill check.
Yeah, that's exactly what I planned on doing. I'm glad you're catching on in my my inputs here. So
That will
would
be
that be a
upgraded.
demolition? Upgrade? Okay.
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
a garbage can full of Danny to Cheetos.
Not just anyone can, modify and upgrade a weapon. That's a fix or a techie skill.
So I can't click upgrade.
Oh, let me see.
Like upgrade expertise is not clickable unless it's in another spot.
Upgrade expertise 1, maker 4. So on the far right, at the bottom, or mid-bottom, there should be...
I got weapons tech, med tech, credibility, haggle,
Below
surgery,
that.
interface.
Let's do homebrew, and we'll call it,
Tech shit.
yeah, pretty much. Wait, it says you have a 6 at haggle. That doesn't make sense. Am I on the right person? Tang?
Yeah, no, that's me. I have a 6 at haggle.
You can't have a 6 in haggle. A haggle is a
How do-
role-based ability for the fixer.
I have a 6 at haggle due to which one was it? I got a 6 in a bunch of shit that I wasn't supposed to get, like tactics, wilderness survival. It's because my int's high.
Oh.
Yeah, like I got a bunch of stuff that I should not have, but I do because and background because I've been living off by myself.
Okay.
Like if I go back, when we go back and we made my character, we fucking did all that shit.
Alright, well anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think it's interface or anything like that. So yeah, just go ahead and give me that roll there. Or
Alright.
demolitions, it's up to you.
I have the higher roll in demolition, so it's up to you. Like it's
Yeah.
GM discretion, sir.
Go ahead and do demolitions for now.
All right.
Jungle-licious.
And then we'll look into it next time. Wow.
Crit.
Okay. Yeah, so with how EMPs
Now-
work, don't they have like copper coils and shit?
Yep.
So
They have 2 sets of copper coils, 1 power source that gets connected to the copper coils when you
And
pull
then
it
an
in.
overloader.
And then yeah, a trigger for an overload. And then once the overload happens, it's based on the casing. So I'm assuming the casing is going to be something around either like the usual is an iron alloy of some type.
So
But
what you're able to do is you take apart the grenade, and you put these pieces together. The 2 power source. You get a power source, but you're able to hack something together with the materials you already had with you, to kind of amplify that. But it's a bit bigger now. It's like a small handheld like box now because you have to cover it back up,
Gotcha.
and all that. But you basically added an additional power source that would help trigger the explosion, if that would work.
gotcha.
So,
And
now you have an IED. An
So he
IEED,
doesn't get his period anymore?
improvised explosive
Oh.
device.
That's a UED. Never mind.
So yeah,
Uteral explosive device. Anyway.
EMP grenade. All right, so self-contained.
So the radius will be bigger, and the strength will be bigger as well. So the check will be higher.
This is
If there's
what
any
we're
limit.
looking at normally.
Self-contained microscopic. That's funny. This is from Rainbow Six Siege. Or is this a real thing? This is not a real thing, is it? Anyway, we don't have to get into all this. It's fine. It's fine. Think of like a car battery. You now have a car battery size thing. Because the amount of bullshit you had to like set together. But now we should be ready to go. You have all the tools that you need. Oh, you were gonna get a solo. Damn it.
Nope, no longer have the
No,
money
no,
for
no.
solo.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
How about instead of a car battery, I have this, because that's a double yield EMP concept.
Okay, that works, but it's uglier.
Okay.
Um,
It's more patchwork. Got you.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. All right. So, I assume y'all ping.
They don't need to. I'm already there.
So when they got back to their apartment, you like landed the AV outside his house
Well, off in the cut, but yeah.
because they don't know where the place is. You haven't told them yet. So.
Yeah, we went back to the house and I just hear whirling outside. And I'm like, what the fuck did you bring back with me, Nico?
Do y'all end up pinging Kuhn about your progress?
Nico, do you end up pinging Kuhn about our progress?
Is he here still?
Nico?
Oh yeah, sorry, my wife was yelling at me.
Is it because it's 10 o'clock and you haven't gone to bed yet?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So,
What was the question?
do you end up telling
you-
Kuhn about your progress?
Why did you bring an aircraft back to my apartment? Like, God, now I gotta move again? Bullshit.
Do you have a window? You do have a window. Wow.
Yeah. It's all fancy and shit.
I was surprised. Anyway, yeah. Do you tell Kuhn that y'all are ready to try and find this place and get going?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send him all the information that I gathered.
All right. Kuhn, what do you tell them?
Well, they hear the thing land. They're like, what the fuck is that? So like, right.
Right.
So now, Adam kicks the door in because I make Kool-Aid Man entrances. And
So with that information, I'm gonna.
Is this where the party fight each other by accident?
Somebody's gonna get injured. So, would it be a weapons tech skill to pull a weapon off my wall?
I'd assume you just grab it. Right? Unless it's like not a fully functioning weapon, it's just like a project you had going.
Yeah, it's just a prototype.
Oh, okay. It'll probably take like a round or let's see, how does that work? I have to go back to your skill. Man, we're really going into all the different skills, aren't we? Today. Which
you
is
didn't
great.
expect any of this.
No, I even kept the adventure fairly simple. I was gonna have like some things going on.
Nothing simple about this.
Cause like it to be honest, it could be like a bullshit ass like microwaver. I don't care. I just
You know what I'm
kicked in my
thinking?
door. I'm shooting somebody. I'm sorry.
You know what I think he's gonna do? It should be like one of those. It sends a shockwave and it just knocks Adam's shit up, and then he gets up and dusts his leather suit off. Like what the fuck, dude?
Or it's gonna one shot him. One guy's good at combat and fucking get dusted.
So you can have like a what's it called? There's upgrade expertise. Oh, we should have read all this and I didn't. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and make a skill check using.
Way to go, pudding biscuit.
Using weapons tech and add your rank to the score, which I'll just do post.
So weapons tag +4. So 14.
Yeah, weapons tech +4. So
This bitch just critical to acting. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
however,
Acting cool.
you crit failed though.
Is that a crit fail? Oh.
So -5. Damn, yeah. So it ends up actually exploding in your face.
Damn.
And you take
7 points of damage.
Damn.
8 points of damage. I was close.
And this is the
as-
guy you're bringing, Nico?
as it, like
Shit.
explodes out. But hey, it
Whose
didn't blow
man's
off
is
your
this?
arms, so we're good.
Whose man's is this?
Why you just coming into people's house like this?
Well, gotta make an entrance somehow.
Oh, if you're wearing armor and it doesn't reach that armor, which I think your SP is 11, then you should be fine.
He's just shook up.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I thought that'd work.
Yeah, but now it's completely unusable. Like this weapon.
Now he's like piece of
done.
shit, tosses it into the junk pile.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
Adam
pretty
then comes in around the corner, and then he'll message back after seeing the two of them that the building is clear to enter.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm here.
All right, so you
And I look-
approach.
I'm like, oh, Nico, this is the guy you hired, huh? Chuckles.
I'm just sit quietly in the corner, just watching the altercation happen.
Ash's cigarette.
On the wall.
This motherfucker. Disrespectful as fuck.
What? On the wall, though.
Like, disrespectful as fuck, yo. Like, this man came, kicked open my door, ashing on my floor. Like, come on, bruh.
No, Nico's always smoking a cigarette, so he had ash. I literally said part of his thing is he always is
Trust me.
smoking a cigarette.
Trust me, I understand. But God, on my floor.
All right,
Well, Dice put it on the wall.
I did. I added that little
Ash.
fun. So what's happening next? What are y'all doing? What's going on?
So, I look at them and I'm like, so, what do you guys got for me? And then they will talk, and then I will then give them the info I have, and we will get in the chopper and skadoodle.
So we glossed over the fact that I'm gushing over the fact that I just made an EMP do 3 times as much damage, right? We're just going to gloss over that? Alright, cool.
Yeah,
Wait,
for
you
now.
what now?
I was just letting you have it, but, you know.
So,
What an achievement.
just a reminder of the layout. Do y'all get in the AV? Do you let them get into the AV to take you to the location?
I don't want to get in the AV. I got a fear of flying.
Okay.
Oh, I don't. I'll get in the AV.
He's like,
It'll cost you like 10 eddies to. Well, we'll just use public transportation. You get pretty close. It'll take you a lot longer to get there, though.
since he's good at stealing, can we just have him steal a bike and, like, somehow just be out there?
That's funny. No, but you'll get a good aerial view. And God, I gotta work tonight. Why am I yawning? So, just a reminder, it's a 2-story building sandwiched between 2 3-story buildings. No one that you can see on the roof. There are about, let me see here, let me put you all back to the parking lot. So there is about 4 people in the main entrance. Whoops. There is 2 people on the back entrance. And yeah. So now y'all get to plan on how y'all want to approach this. I assume y'all are kind of like across the street or off in the ways or in your AV. But if you're just floating your AV above the building, that's going to be pretty obvious.
Can we land on an adjacent building and take a spectral view?
I don't know about spectral, but you can land on an opposite building, yeah.
This man said I want a spectral view.
Like a ghost view.
Well,
I want to see their souls.
well, I mean, you know, I have the technology. I thought I'd be able to, you know, whatever. So we land, we discuss. All right, you know, we come up with the plan of Adam's gonna roll in there with Tang. You know,
Wait, I gotta go in? Fuck. Alright.
well, yeah, you're gonna sneak in. We're gonna like basically be up there. You know, we have a distant view on the building, so we can see what's going on outside of it. The drone can scan to see if there's enemies. They'll have that live feed. Adam's good with a handgun, so you need someone popped. He's got your cherry. So yeah, and I feel like Nico's just here smoking as moral support, because he's used his cell phone and went to a bar. But yeah, let's see what happens. Go team, go.
Okay, so the planning that you made is go in there and do it.
Yeah.
That's quite literally what he just said.
Tang, Nico, Adam, not Adam. How do y'all plan on approaching this?
So first off, we are where?
You
I wait in the
are
car?
on the rooftop across the street.
All right. Nico,
Yes.
did you get that optical cyberware upgrade yet?
No.
Fuck.
Oh, the vision
Question.
one,
Alright.
the zoom in.
Question.
Yeah, that takes two. I can only afford one.
What's up, Coon?
Does my being head of acquisitions also let me, have access to department, vehicles and things if, like, they needed an exit but we had to take the thing with us? Can I send in the van? Or is that something I gotta pay and roll for?
No. Remember, this is this didn't happen. So if you bring in people from the company, it's going to be seen, it's going to be known, it will be denied.
So I can't use my own department, which is acquisitions, to be like, yo, we need an out.
You
No.
use other people to do that for you.
Why,
That's why
why
you
do I have a company?
This
This is a-
particular
Okay,
mission
gotcha,
is
gotcha. I was just like, this is like,
playing on
Okay.
hard mode.
They did an
Yeah.
illegal thing with an illegal research and development object that they can't let the world know about yet, or their rivals have. So
uh-huh.
they're working out the
Heard.
legal kinks of the battery.
Heard.
Now I'm
Gotcha.
calling it a battery. It's an energy retainer.
It's a battery,
Is that
bro.
not what a battery is?
It's a really
Tell me
big
it's
one.
Tell me it's not a battery.
It's a solar synth, energy receptacle. Anyway. So what are y'all
What?
planning on doing? Keep on. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
What
all right,
if anything
so-
can you tell me about this car?
That's a car.
Nice car.
It's got
Okay,
two
thank-
doors on
thank
it.
you.
All right, so this is what we see. We see the four people, and that's it. Nothing else.
Well, he kind of did a little flyby view. Y'all will have access to the drone, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you'll see this is the back entrance with
Okay.
only two people on it. There's also no one on the rooftop, but there is an entrance on the rooftop with the two buildings that are 3 stories high on the other side.
All right. Yo, Nico.
Yo.
I'm usually the guy, behind the desk fixing shit. I don't really get out to do this, how shall we say, athleticisms. But,
You realize I'm the guy who puts all this shit together and also doesn't do this athleticism, but we're a little strapped right now, so we gotta do what we gotta do.
I mean, I got a strap as I pull out my air pistol.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Then, so from this distance, you said we're on the roof across the street.
Yeah.
I pull out my cell phone, pull up the feed of the shit, because, I don't have any optics or anything like that, because, smart glasses were a little bit out of my price range.
I get you.
You say broke, bitch. I still got 650. I'm just not using it. So I'm looking at it and I'm just like, all right, so if the drone, we got 4 people in the front, 2 people in the back. Do you think you could take one out?
I mean, I'm always strapping iron. I could take one out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Bro,
quietly.
you went southern.
Oh. I went southern.
Yeah, strap and iron. Come on, bro.
A strap and iron. I
Anyway.
always got one. Like, yeah, you went a little.
Anyway, No, I meant silently. Because, yeah, we could take them all out in the front. I don't know about me, but you could take them all out in the front. But
Adam's standing
like
next to you.
we just need to get in and out as quietly as possible. We
So
don't know
you're-
if all of these buildings are going to be active.
So what you're saying is you and me go up there and choke these dudes out.
Or you and Adam, however you guys want to do it. You're the whole.
Adam will look at the buildings and say, "Why don't we go into the building next door? Surely one of you has rope, and we climb on down to the top."
Offering up my bodyguard like that, bro. Like you and Adam can just, go. Leave that in there. Yeah. I'll be right
Look,
here. I'll hold you.
with all due respect, Corpo dude, you're not doing much. So
Eyebrow raise.
I'm doing more than you know. My spirit animal's Mark Wahlberg.
Who the fuck is Mark Wahlberg?
Some guy who died a long time ago, I think.
Anyway, you and Adam.
It's 2077. He would just have died recently.
This is like 20. I think this is like in the 2040s actually.
Oh, I thought you said 2077.
No, that's what the game is. The 2077
gotcha,
game is based off of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cyberpunk Red's like
Okay.
a little earlier than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like 2040.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, we gotta
He'd be
keep going.
97.
We only got like 30
Alright.
minutes.
All right, me
So-
and Adam are gonna go and take out this dude.
Yeah, you take out the two dudes, and then we walk in all silent like. It's not really crazy.
All right, I pull out my iron.
Silent.
I pull out my iron.
Alright, so how do y'all plan on doing this?
I'm gonna go up behind him, all silent like.
And then shoot them.
You should. I recommend a judo chop or a pistol whip. But do you, fam?
I recommend a judo chop. Okay, so how are you going to approach these two? Now remember, there is such a thing called, not streetwise. I think part of your skill is that you're able to kind of blend into other cultures and stuff like that. So if you give me that roll...
that would be. I know which one.
Streetwise?
No, it's specifically a roll for your class.
Yeah.
Where are you, fixer? Execs, yeah.
Yeah. Corpo douches.
Greece represents the ability to blend into many cultures on and off the street, ability to know language, social codes, and status marks. Immediate neighborhood, including all local gangs. Yeah, so you know the cultural in and outs of this gang, more or less. Like, you might not have been with them directly, but you know how they go. You know how to roll around them. Which means I will need a...
Local expert.
Streetwise. Give me a streetwise check to kind of like walk up on them without being weird.
23.
And he did that.
Perfect. And you know who doesn't do that? Adam.
God.
Yeah, Adam is oh god, he's an exec's bodyguard. Oh god.
So you kind of start walking up. You know, you both get to about here. You keep going. You get closer. And he's like, this little ganger guy, he's looking at you. He's like, the fuck's going on with you? And he's looking over at Adam. What kind of shit you bringing to my door, Choom?
What?
Listen here, Chumbo. This is
Choombo.
my
You somehow
personal-
made that more white.
Chum. Chum. Yeah, it's like a Hispanic thing almost in the game.
Oh shit. I'm fucking dying over here.
It's like Doom and Jimbo put together.
yeah.
Chumbawamba.
Unless
Eagles
you're
Gate.
selling or using, you need to get out of my face.
Whoa.
I'm here to pick up for a client. It's over here is my bodyguard.
He's looking at you like, the fuck?
Shit. It'll pop up on his feed. Fuck that.
Well, you're all up in his face. What are we doing here? You got, by the way, your seat behind you, your buddy, he walks up next to you, and they get more agitated the closer he gets, but they haven't done anything yet, and he's got his hands kind of crisscrossed around him. You'll notice that he's got a hand in his side holster in his jacket, but it's kind of hidden to the front view.
Adam removes sunglasses.
I like to think you're just texting him as you're watching everything.
And I can see it on my feed, which is
It's-
hilarious.
That's why I was like, yeah, he can just see it. He can see it. Act
It's
cool.
nighttime,
just act
dude.
cool.
I'm here to pick up some drugs. See.
Hey fellas, you got that weed? You got-
What's crack-a-lackin', Pam?
Okay, but you're actually cool. So, go ahead and roll me a conversation.
Like here's the thing. Out of game, there's actually a skill for acting that goes based on cool.
It
That's
is-
what I rolled.
Cool.
That's what I rolled earlier under acting 27.
Would you rather that? Would you rather acting?
Like,
I'd rather have conversation.
But
yeah,
you,
conversation's
okay.
probably better for you,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying in general,
Act
you could
cool,
just
man.
act cool.
you could do like say that you wanted some black ice. Not black ice, but
You
whatever.
want some black guys?
Shut up.
Hey man, that's a really good air freshener for the car.
Let's see.
Hey,
Hey, why are you matching me, bro?
cuz bro, you copying me, fam. I did it first.
Oh, I did it first. Look.
Oh,
let you know
there's
they both
also a
popped
thing
out
you
at the
can
same time.
do where you can face off with someone, where it's literally just like you both come up and you both like, chest check each other, and whoever backs down like loses and gets all like scared.
So you can act cool.
So you want to out-thug this man, is what Dice is offering?
Yeah, that's basically what that is.
Are you gonna check his
What if-
G status?
Look, what is your thugonomics score?
What is it? I gotta find it. I don't know where the fuck this is.
I'm gonna go ahead and act cool.
12 and acting cool.
227. So yeah, if you look at 227, that's where some of the drugs are. But
You here for that midnight storm?
yeah, you could get some blue glass. Yeah, there you go, blue glass.
Some Breaking Bad?
I guess.
No, Nessie, you fell off the
Some
desk.
some Chester Cobblepot?
I am looking for a contraband to sell to high school students.
Yeah. And why do you think that's here?
I know it's here. I got a contact.
He literally says contraband. And
No. Fuck that. You literally got mad at him for walking up, not saying that he was using or buying. Like, what?
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh shit.
And say, okay, all right. Well, all I
Like,
got
no,
here
he-
is
obviously
Why-
he couldn't hear that.
all
was
I
just-
got is synth coke.
Is that anything like synth Pepsi?
You got synth Diet Coke. Alright.
I'm starting to think some of this doesn't translate real well. Shit.
Alright.
But
Let's
basically,
actually get
you
this
got
shit done.
yourselves right up close to him. You're right here.
And there's only 2 of them.
He's saying he's
They
got
haven't
synth
called
coke.
guards yet.
He pulls it out. He's like, "Are you buying or are you pussyfooting around?"
I'm buying, but my bodyguard here, he'll throw the cash.
Damn, you offering up Adam's pockets?
Adam
gotta
will
get
walk
Adam
up
closer. You gotta get closer so y'all can take them both out.
And then Adam will. Adam has your contact information through his boss, and so he will. You'll see a text message pop up on your screen that just says, "Act in 3, 2, 1," and then I'm going
Hi-ya!
to.
Grapple.
I'll get to what Adam's about to do, but Nico, let's get to you first.
Stop it. Get some help.
You
Alright.
use therapy.
All right. Now, while all of this is going on, I am going to sideline and go into one of the other buildings.
Oh, did you even give them the EMP?
Nope. That's why I said I'm gonna sideline and go into the other buildings.
Okay. Wow, you motherfucker, you had your own plan. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You have the rope, so you're gonna go into one of the side buildings and try and climb down?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Alright, we'll say that you're
Damn,
able to at
that
least get
goes
up.
in fact with my side plan.
Yeah, what's that? What's that, Dylan?
Because I was going down when they left, I was leaving that building onto another building to get a different angle. So then, if shit hit the fan, I'm ziplining in.
Zip lining.
Well, it's gonna be I'm jumping through a window, but you get the idea.
How you doing that?
He's gonna jump out the window on one of the other buildings since you said it was sandwiched between 2 3-story
Oh.
buildings. I was
Like
going
3
one,
hours ago?
he was going the other.
Yeah.
I get you.
So he's
One.
gonna be hopping out the window. I'm going to be doing the stealthy
No.
approach by crawling down a rope.
They were $50.
So either way, me and him are both ending up on the roof.
Right, we'll
of
say that by the
building
time
we
y'all
need to
started
go.
the conversation. By the time you got to this point, both of you two are able to
I was looking at
get
him for
to the-
Weird Al.
are about to start coming down from the rooftops.
Yeah.
So you got a brawling 14, punches that motherfucking druggie in the throat.
This is such a fucking clusterfuck. This is great.
All right, so now we got to go to brawling.
Bro, this is like soap opera drama.
It really is.
Like,
Street drugs and you, no.
When the power of therapy fails, we resort to violence.
167, 175. Okay. All right, we Gucci. We got this.
You know what? I should have had a dance off.
You fuck. Really? Melee
Fucking step
combat.
up to the street.
It worked for Star-Lord.
So, is resolved with attacker's dex plus relevant melee attack skill plus 1d10. Attacker's dex. Dance. Shut up. Okay. So, you don't have martial arts. So,
That's why I use brawling. I got fists. Unless that's not a thing.
So
I
brawling,
saw that
bare
3 hours
knuckling.
ago. There was one in another group.
Are you trying to like grab or choke or something?
I'm trying to literally punch him in the throat.
Oh, well, that's not like a grab. Okay. Resolving melee combat. Yeah, attacker's dex plus relevant melee attack skill plus 1d10. So that's what you have to roll.
Be brawling.
So Dex plus melee skill plus 1d10.
Yeah.
Well, isn't brawling just you can click?
Well,
Yeah,
brawling
I
is like different. If you beat the defender's roll, you damage the defender. But the defender's armor will reduce the damage that you do.
They're just young street thackies that are carded in a building.
Brawling uses the brawling skill to attack, and the damage dealt with each blow scales with the attacker's body stat, with one exception, using cyber arms, that kind of stuff. Brawling is also the skill used for initiating and defending against a grapple. When dealing damage, a brawling attack does not ignore half the defender's armor. Okay.
So where's my melee skill?
That's where you have a weapon.
We use like the one skill that I don't know shit about.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah, we'll just say
And-
that.
You sure you don't want to have a dance off? I got a point too.
Look, pants off, dance off. Let's go.
Bro, I got like
That
20
was a
minutes.
show.
We gotta get this shit going.
Yeah.
Y'all aren't gonna really do any damage in melee. I don't know why y'all decided melee was a good option.
Because it's quieter. I rolled a 1.
Oh
Look,
wow. So you
here's-
just
here's
toss a
the thing.
punch.
Limp-wristed punch in the throat.
Look, here's the thing, Dice. Like, you say, yeah, I don't know why you chose melee, but you tell us that we have to get this prototype out or destroy it, and we have a set amount of time. The best option is to go stealth.
Oh, I agree, but like, do something you can do.
Shoot him in the face.
Dude, if you go loud, you can go loud. I was just saying, my character was stealth, my guy. Stealth.
Alright,
That's
so
what we're going for.
You'll see Adam over here. He's like choking this bitch out. Like he, once he gets closer to him, once the one hits on your thing, you just see his arm shoot out like iron, and he just walks this guy into the wall, choking him.
NPC says, "Ooh, daddy."
And then he looks over at you and he sees you like throw the punch and it goes off to the side, and the fucking ganger's looking at you like, the fuck? And now we need to get into initiative.
That's gonna be so nice.
Alright,
It's
so
fucking raining right
initiative is reflex plus 1d10. Which I assume that they have somewhere.
You just click initiative.
Yeah, where's that?
Roll initiative is next to your journal.
Yeah. It's a button that's next to your journal. It just says roll
Oh,
initiative.
heard. Do it all again.
God damn it.
Make sure you click on your tokens
Oh.
beforehand.
What do you mean?
Because otherwise they won't show up.
So, yeah, basically the turn order. Wait, why are you rolling for me?
I didn't roll for no one.
Oh, you brought me over here. Okay, never mind. So yeah, if you click your token, it highlights your token. There you go. Yeah. So he rolled. We're not in combat, so
Oh god. Of course, the official roll is the worst one I did out of the 3.
but yeah, that's on the 2 NPCs. I'm guessing. Dice.
Let me see if it goes real
yeah.
quick while we get the initiative going.
Booster gangster?
But
Well, Kuhn, you don't get to do anything. You're good. Yeah.
who? Oh.
Alright, so the booster ganger goes next. He's going to pull out his pistol, aim it at your chest, and fire.
Point blank. Damn.
He has a poor quality, very heavy pistol. So that skill check is going to be ranged combat, relevant weapon skill plus reflex plus 1d10. So I need you to do your DV, which is determined by ranged target weapon, dex plus evasion plus 1d10.
Me?
Yeah.
Dex plus evasion plus 1d10.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'm just gonna check this real quick. Yeah, it auto does it. Just click evasion.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, because I did mine, and my dex plus evasion is 10, and then it does 1d10 as well. So I'm
Hey,
assuming that's the correct.
my evasion's better than your evasion.
Oh, whoops.
You critically evaded. Good shit.
Oh, I pulled a Neo. Let's go.
Oh wow. So he puts his gun up to you, he holds it out to your chest, he's smiling like you ain't got shit on him, and then you time it just right. And as he fires, as you see that trigger move, you just turn to the side. And it fires out next to you. Missing. So you went from being real dumb to being real fucking cool.
How I do.
How you do it. Alright. And then we're going down to Adam. Because this guy's just kind of getting choked out over here. And I don't want to deal with that, so he's just choking him out over there.
I don't want to deal with that.
And while
Not the. Go ahead. Sorry.
while this is happening, you two are able to get to the actual rooftop.
Okay.
And there's a door there. I assume you try and open it.
I actually do one thing better than opening it. I take my tech tool,
Yeah.
and with said tech tool, I try that.
Alright. Yeah, there's like a basic ass lock on it, which you're able to easily get past with that score. Let me see. And then... Oh, power went out for Coon, just came back on. Damn. 9:46. Yeah, okay, so
Oh, yeah. Let's just. We can.
we can keep going. You find yourself in let me see. So there's two people there. You are let's see. Up here.
Okay.
They haven't spotted you. This is like a platform. There's a ladder on the side over here that you'd be able to climb down. And this looks like a big, like 3D scanning, like setup. And on top of the stage is two of those batteries, and it looks like they're currently being scanned by the system. And the main computer doing that is right next to it there, where there are two booster gangers just staring at the computer talking.
Gotcha. All right. So this is all pre-combat and shit. I'm gonna make this easy on myself. I'm throwing the tear gas down.
Okay.
So this is going to be pre-combat, so I don't have to worry about initiative roll.
I suppose you didn't just throw the EMP down. Oh, but you want the extra money.
And I want the data on the computer. You forget, I'm building my own weapon.
Fair.
So, I'm gonna throw the tear gas down, and I have my my rebreather, so I don't gotta worry about it. So I'm going to aim roughly here.
All right. There is a way for this to work with thrown grenade weapons. Which we will get into next time because we don't really have time.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
so you want that
if-
there?
Yeah. And if I have looked at that properly, the tear gas goes for 15 feet, which should be just enough to encompass both of them to have some kind of negative effect.
Alright, do you happen to have it pulled up for tear gas and what it does?
Tear gas. Tear gas. Using this ammunition, deal no damage. Anyone with meat eyes hit by your attack must attempt to be a DV-13 resist torture or drug check. Anyone who fails suffers damaged eye critical injury for the next minute. You do not take bonus damage from critical injury. Damaged eye injury is they roll on a D6.
Okay.
It has 12 options though. That's weird. Anyway, they roll on a D6. It says lose an eye. They lose perception. -4 to range attacks and perception checks. They have a brain injury, which is -2 to all actions. A damaged eye, -2 to ranged and perception checks involving vision. Concussion,
They got a
-2
6
to
and a
all
5.
actions. All right, so -2 to all actions, and for the -5 is -2 to all actions.
Okay.
And the -6 is, or the 6 is broken jaw. What?
I guess because there is still an initial explosion.
All right. 4 to all actions involving speech, or -4 to all actions involving speech.
That's weird. Okay.
That's why I'm like, some of them don't make sense because it just says critical injuries to the head. Like in general.
You're looking at the crit table for head. Like when you shoot someone or hit someone in the head and you get a crit, that's what you roll on.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
you're looking
Heard.
at.
Yeah, you need a save.
Alrighty.
DV-13, I believe it was.
Yeah, they both failed.
Okay. Go back up. Tear gas grenades.
If whatever you don't get from the other place is mine. So.
I've never seen them like that.
Tear gas grenade is. Yeah, it just says resist torture or drug. Anyone who fails suffers the damaged eye critical injury. That's what it is. Okay.
Which is the
damaged eye is -2 to ranged attacks and perception checks involving vision.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go back to them, but that means that you're gonna have basically a bonus of 2 to sneak up to them.
Yeah, it's a walk up.
They're gonna know something's happening, so.
Well, yeah. That's what the tomahawk's for.
You have a regular tomahawk right now.
Yes.
Alright, so go back up to the top. Nico. He's already shot the first round, so loud has happened.
Yep. So I'm gonna pull out my my very heavy pistol.
It looks better
So I'll
than
pull out
his.
my Beretta.
That spends an action, right?
Pulling it out? I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, then I shoot him in the face.
Alright.
It's funny.
Shooting in the face is... You should be able to click... Assuming you put your stats down for the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Alexa,
click it,
stop.
that'll pop up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So... I need you to click that for you. It's at the bottom of your main page.
Heard.
Like that?
Yeah, okay, so you hit, but he still gets to...
Why are you so perfectly in the box with no shoe on?
Alright. And then if you click on the very heavy pistol in the chat, it'll do damage. Oh, wow. Okay.
Honestly?
So you did 16 points of damage immediately. That's crazy. But now I know better on how to do this. So for the combat sheet, multiply the damage that gets through your target's head armor by 2. Oh wow. So yeah, you aimed for the head, you got the hit, and so you double the damage that got through, so 16 times 2, which, I mean, yeah. You blow part of his head off, with your very heavy pistol, and he falls to the ground completely dead.
Hell yeah.
Like,
I'll look at
damn.
Adam and smirk at him.
Uh,
He's still grappling.
Coon, you are up on this rooftop. You saw that your buddy went down the stairwell kind of quietly and sneaky. Do you follow him or do you stay there?
Follow.
All right. You'll see when you go down there that he just threw a tear gas grenade, and it looks like he's about to sneak further to the receptacle. So let me move you over to that page. Second floor. So you would be up here with him on the top left. So he's like over here. This red thing is like a stage with like a 3D scanner that is currently scanning the batteries that you're trying to find, and there's 2 of them there, along with the computer and 2 dazed booster gangers. But now that you're here, we'll go back to the fuck is your name? Tang.
All right, so I'm going to. They know something's up. This is before. Oh, okay, I did not want to draw. Click. All right, this is before they have like they obviously haven't spotted me yet, but
Right.
we're not in combat yet. Yes.
Right.
How far can I move?
You have a move on your sheet. Which I assume is like 4 is 40 feet.
Is my move? Yeah, is 4. So if it's 40 feet and each one of these squares is 5, that's gonna be just enough for what I need to do.
Alright.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going here.
Okay.
And that's all I can do at the moment.
Alright. So going back to you guys over here. This guy gets choked out. He's unconscious. And then Adam will tell you that you need to find cover. And he's going to like dash over here and hide behind this, or at least duck down behind this like half wall barricade.
But why do we need cover? There's no one around.
He doesn't respond. Are you gonna go in the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say yes, but I also want to say no.
Make a decision.
Yeah.
You do go in?
Yep, walked right through the door. God damn it.
And this is the back door, so you come out. Wait, that's not. Right there.
Why there's so many fucking people in here?
Because this is their hideout?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, so you open the door and now you're there. You weren't sneaking or nothing, so I mean, they see you. And they heard the gunshot. They looked like they were on their way to like head out there. So that doesn't look good. And now we're gonna get up to the gangers. Well, the gangers should have gone before you, so that's fine. We'll go back up to the second floor. And we'll do Coon. What are you doing? If anything.
Me?
Yeah.
Wasn't I following a Tang?
Right. He's like sneaking down there. Or I think he's
So
like
am I.
there.
But I'm extra sneaky.
Alright. Yeah, I hadn't had y'all roll, so I'm gonna have y'all roll now. For what would this be? Stealth, which is under body skills. On the top left. Alright, and they have a -2, so that should be good to go. Okay, so you're able to make it like 5, 10. What's your movement?
Mine 4.
No, Dylan.
Where do I find that?
It's a stat,
Scroll down on your stats, yeah.
so 5. So, yeah, you're able to like get right up with them. And then, Tang, what are you doing?
So then we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I go here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I aim at the one that is right here. The one adjacent to me, I should say. Yeah, that one. I don't know how you pinged, but yeah, that one.
You just hold down left click.
And I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this man with my pistol. Shoot
Alright,
at him.
go ahead. Is there
It's gonna go
surprise
bang.
rounds? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I mean, that'll definitely hit. Go ahead and do me your damage.
I'll do. Just hit pistol again.
Yeah.
Peace.
Do you have any special ammo or anything in there?
No, just regular ammo.
Okay. Well,
The best part about it, what's their DV? Like, or what's his DV? I should say, not theirs.
well, his stopping
'Cause-
power is 4.
So my gun does no damage.
Oh, his DV. Where do I find DV?
The defensive value. I just pulled mine up. 1 second. Character sheet. Points, weapons and armor. I guess it would be stopping power.
Oh, defender's DV determined by range to target and weapon or defender's dex. So, it would be So you hit it because you got the 20.
I hit it.
You hit the DV. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So with that, as I said, my normal attacks don't do anything.
Right.
So it just kind of I guess he can see exactly where I am now. So that's it. That's it.
So what was the point of shooting?
To shoot him.
So you hit him with a paintball, and nothing
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Whatever. Your 2 objectives are right here, by the way.
I see.
Okay. Alright. Going back here, these guys, oh God, man, you really fucked up. These guys are gonna come around here, and they're all gonna fire at you.
It'll be fine.
Oh man, okay.
Wait, where are they at?
I went to the main part of the base.
Yeah, he walked in the back door, which was the first floor.
Yeah, but where is he? Because on the page that I have, I see 4 bad guys, but no him. Oh, he's dark. Okay, got it.
1d10 plus.
Yeah, they're all pretty close to me.
plus
But you know, Matrix in my blood.
Hey, all I gotta say is, you're the one that shot the man.
He shot at me first.
All right, so
Alright, so I now need you to roll against each one of these.
For evasion.
Yeah, it's gonna be your, Defender's Dex plus evasion, yeah. Or Dex plus evasion skill. So...
if you just roll evasion, it should do it.
Okay. So, fail, fail, fail. Mega fail. Okay. So, damage. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Click the, you should be able to click the roll itself. Or, oh no, you rolled them individually like that. Okay, never mind. Ooh.
So, you took 4 hits, with pistols that do 4d6 each. So we're gonna... What's your stopping power on your armor?
On my body or on my head?
On your body.
11.
11. Okay.
You're dead.
18. Okay, so here we go. I need a calculator real quick.
And now we see why he's the man that puts people in this position.
18. So you take 7 damage from the first. And so your armor is reduced by 7. And
Armor's
then,
reduced by 7.
Bruh, you're dead.
and then 9.
Give up on this character. You are toast.
Minus 4. Oh, whoops.
You need Adam. Looks like you need Adam.
So you take 5 damage, and the rest is gone. So that is 7.
He needs Eve.
So you take 42 points of damage after your armor stops a small portion of it. How many hit points do you have?
-2.
Okay, so now we get to the exciting part, I guess.
Death saves.
I'm sorry. I did warn y'all that combat was very deadly in this game.
He did it to himself by going fucking loud.
Well, he was going loud anyway. The guy shot at him first. He did it to himself by walking in the door.
You should have just ran up and 3-pieced this shit.
Alright, so... other ways of getting hurt. 180. And then 219. Okay. So, not electrocution, not radiation. Before you take damage. Right. And armor doesn't cut it. Less than 1 HP, you are mortally wounded. -4 to all actions, -6 to move. Must make death save at the start of each one of their turns. Mortally wounded characters suffer a critical injury whenever they are damaged by a melee or ranged attack. In addition, their death save penalty increases by 1. So you have a -1 to your death save penalty. Yikes. I don't even know what that would look like. Where's your death save?
You said -12 for death penalty?
-1.
-1. I think if I'm reading that right.
Well, he hasn't the thing that took him to negative is the damage that it would, so it wouldn't be him taking an additional damage yet. So it should be at just normal, and then if he takes another hit, it'll be -1.
Alright, so I rolled my death save with the modifier.
But if one failed death save is dead though, so yeah, you won't have to do it this turn. It'll be next turn. But I think you're gonna die.
One failed death save
is dead.
Yeah, you get no grace period for death saves.
So does my death save go from 5 to 4 then?
No, I think your death save is a -1 once you become mortally wounded. With how it's mortally wounded characters suffer a critical injury when they are damaged by a melee or ranged attack. In addition, the death save penalty decreases. Anyway, so what do you want to do, Kuhn? This guy opened fire on him. Dylan?
What's up?
What do you want to do, man?
It's your turn.
Sneak through the back, like go over here.
You can move 5 squares.
Oh, so where was I? Fuck.
You were like here. So you can move like here if you wanted.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Do you want to shoot?
At this point, are we actually like
I've already shot him.
Yeah,
I've already shot him.
Y'all
Yeah,
hear a large amount of gunfire down below.
Heard. Yeah, I mean let's go ahead.
All right. So if you go ahead and click on your character sheet, you can see at the bottom, we don't have your weapon set up. Great. Okay. You have a very heavy pistol, right?
Yeah.
Damage type is pistol, which is what, 3d6?
Heard.
Heavy pistol, I believe, is 3d6.
Okay, so that's how that works. So yeah, you would hit, and if you can hit VHP, right there for very heavy pistol, that'll do damage. So go ahead and click on that for me in chat. 12 damage. All right. Cool. He's still up. That's pretty much your turn, though. And then we'll get to Tang.
So, me?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna move close, and by close, I mean I'm gonna move right here. And, I will then swing at this man with a tomahawk.
Interesting choice. Alright, let me see. So that would be versus what, his...
I'm pretty sure it's the...
Defender's Dex plus evasion.
Yeah.
6. What's his evasion? 7. So 13. Wow. He rolled a 1, which I think is crit fail though, isn't it? Is that how that works?
Yep.
For combat. Can you crit fail on a dodge like this? Whatever, we're just gonna say you hit him for the time constraint that we have.
Alright, so with that, I then swing again.
Well, if you hit this...
after I do damage. Yeah, after I do damage. Because melee are 2 rate of fire, so per 2.
Okay.
Give me... Where the fuck did it go? There we go. Thank you. Swing one more time.
Alright. Go ahead. Does that, like, ignore armor?
Yes.
Okay. So you've done 10 damage to this guy. He's looking pretty bad. We're gonna go back down to the garage, and I'll need a death save from you, buddy.
You're gonna die.
Jason,
Huh? What?
I need you to do a death save throw. How are you getting a 0 and saying you're alive? I don't get it.
I don't know, but it's doing a thing. I rolled a 1, and it's a -1, so technically it's a 0.
Uh, 136. So roll a d10. If you roll under your body, you live and can take your turn as usual. If you roll a 10, you automatically fail your death save. Okay, so you can still do things. But you're basically like bleeding out. So in that case, I need you to roll a d12 to determine like what critical injury you took. Because I just assumed you were like unconscious. An 8. You have a broken leg, so -4 to movement. But since you're mortally wounded, you already have a -6. So you basically
that's
can't
a -10.
move.
Yeah, that's a -10 to movement. You can't move.
Like you're basically slumped up against the floor, like barely breathing.
My movement is so negative, I'm going backwards in time.
Right.
You should probably undo how you shot that man.
Well, that wasn't the problem. Again, it was that he walked in. They're gonna finish you off. Like they're gonna
But they're gonna double tap me?
They're gonna yeah.
Coup de grace.
They're just gonna shoot your full holes.
Adam!
I'm gonna call them pussies on the way out.
Nice. Okay, and these guys. It's 10:20. All right.
You need to go to work.
I do need to go to work. Do you want to end it here real quick?
Yeah, we can just pick it back up.
We'll pick it back
Just-
up. Perfect. All right. Well, let me see here. Yeah, this went over more than I thought, but I think that was a pretty successful little game.